something in my shoulder. It's so weird.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm live. I just gotta do a couple things. I gotta share my links and do
I'm gonna
this.
knock real quick once I
Yep, you're good.
am, am properly hydrated. Drink your fucking water, kids. Or
Mm-hmm.
don't. I don't know. I'm not your dad.
Be cool if you did. That's all I gotta say.
You should, though.
Oh yeah, let me accept this. No, go away.
Nah,
Why am I logged out of my Twitch? Why is all my Google shit logged out? Oh my god.
that's fun. I love that for you specifically.
Oh, me too. I really do. I really love how my Google just decides to not.
The random clear cache is just such a fuck you.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome. Do we have shared chat?
I got it. There we go.
Okay, great. That's cool, man. I fucking hate computers. They're all stupid. Oh, hey, hi Discord. That's cool. That's sure.
Hello.
This is fun. This is fun for me right now.
We're doing great.
Mm-hmm. God saw I overslept, and he's just gonna be like, "Fuck you in particular." He's just gonna, he's just gonna keep it going.
No, I'm just playing. It's actually just gonna be the bit this entire
Uh,
stream. It's just EP. Fuck you. No, I'm just playing.
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
so stupid.
fucking pretty much, dude. All right. Let's see
There we go.
what we got. God, I'm fucking tired.
Wake up.
I
Wake
I
up.
I can't.
No, I'm just playing. But anyways, I'll make sure my low-key my audio levels are. Nah, I guess we're good. Actually, on the Yippee app side, I guess it's a little quiet, but eh.
I gotta turn you down. Fuck, you're loud in my ears.
Hey yo. Oh, so I meant specifically with on Streamlabs.
No, I know. Separate
Okay.
thing. Separate thing. I was like, this guy's fucking
Yeah.
loud today.
Just extra annoying. What's new?
Not what I said, but all right. All right.
I know. I'm
Let's
just
see.
I'm just fucking with
Well, I'm stiff, so let's see if I can get a good. Oh.
you. Yeah.
Whew.
The post snap net crack. It fuck, dude. Like seriously, I can't move my fucking arm right now.
You
I'm
got
fucked.
you got frozen shoulder, bro. You got old people disease. I'm trolling, but like
I cannot reach Unk status yet. Fuck no.
it catches up to you eventually. To be unk is to be free. Don't worry, you'll live. All right.
Hello, sir.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Oh, fucking! I just fucked everything. Hold on, cause I'm a dipshit. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, there we go. Okay, I have unfucked everything.
Okay, great.
So we're alive and well and ready to roll.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening, ladies, germs, and all other forms of being. You know what's good. You know why we're here. But if you don't know why we're here, footballs. All the footballs. the professional footballs, the big league amateur footballs,
This
and the
fucking
amateur
guy. This
footballs.
this this fucking guy.
Hey, I gotta find ways to spice it up week to week, you know?
Yeah.
So, the usual gist is we start off with a little recap of the previous week of the NFL. We move over to college
Mhm.
football, and we end things off with something new this week, actually, to kind of celebrate the first week of the CFP releasing tomorrow. We will be making our own CFP brackets um, to start things off. So we will no longer be doing top 25 since we are no longer going off of the AP
Yeah, no
going
longer going off the
forward.
ass pussy poll. Um
We will also be choosing our games of the week at the end as well, which we have kept a tally of, which we will get into soon with our scores.
Yep.
And that's all.
Okay.
That's all.
Um
So,
my,
NF.
my mom just texted me. She never texts me.
In a second.
No,
Also, I
no,
want to hydrate some
no,
water.
no. We can go. I might be texting my mom. That's weird. She never texts at this time. She's very cyclical.
So, I feel like obviously there's an elephant in the room sitting at the top of this Sunday slate because I feel like the Thursday game kind of panned out how we expected
Yeah.
of Miami being terrible, Baltimore being
Yeah.
good enough with LaMarvelous, all that good biz. Um, but the true elephant in the room here at the top of the Sunday slate, Carolina Green Bay in Lambeau.
Oh, dude, I see. Sorry, I'm sending out a message in my Discord. By the way, join my Discord server! Exclamation point Discord in chat. You can join. Um, I talked about was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Carolina Buffalo.
I believe it was 2 weeks ago,
I was like, I was
or
like,
maybe.
I was like, this
Oh
game.
no, Carolina Buffalo. That was 1 week ago.
Yeah, I was like,
Might have typed
I
in
wa-
Detroit. Well, whatever.
I picked that as one of my games because I said the Carolina team is hot. Apparently, I just missed I got the week wrong that
You missed the
Carolina wanted
memo.
wanted to be competitive.
I mean, just the entire state of Carolina needs to just like protect Rico Dowdle with everything that they have.
Oh yeah, no.
Um,
Unfortunately
yeah, there it is.
for Chubba Bubba, he is
That
Chuba
1,000 yard
Hubbard.
season is chalked.
Well, I, do, I just think he is a younger back with who needs, unfortunately, more time to settle into a role with a new offense and a new offensive line. And it's not anyone's fault. I just think that
Yeah,
that Rico Dowdle was able to come out and surprise everyone with a lot of very productive weeks in back-to-back poor defenses, especially poor defenses against the run. He was just able to take advantage and uh,
well, actually, I mean, coming into this, I mean, well, even after, the Packers do have the fifth ranked rushing
no,
like defense by
no,
yards per game.
no. What I'm saying is Rico Dowdle was able to build momentum and build chemistry with the
Oh, into this.
offense
Okay.
within that window of time because I think
Yeah.
if my memory serves me correctly, I want to go. I want to look at Rico Dowdle's stat total here real quick. He come on, game logs. Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
blew
yeah,
up with the Dallas and Miami
yeah.
games.
So back to back, very shitty run defenses, and then the Jets, who have a very bad run defense. He got 80, no touchdown. And then obviously against Buffalo, they got their fucking doors blown off. So it was pretty much split snaps for the both of them. And then, going into Green Bay, he just was stronger. He looked faster. He looked more poised. And yeah, I don't think he's giving this job back, which for the Panthers is a good thing. He's a better pure rusher than Hubbard is. Granted, Hubbard's really good in my opinion as a receiver. I think he's better than Rico, but Rico has been shown this season to have a lot better hands. He's been decent in the pass block. I think that I think he's just gonna have to take this back seat and kind of live with it. I don't think there is no getting this job back for Hubbard until Rico's out the door.
To be productive. He had the time to be productive, and it almost worked, but then he got injured. Dowdle stepped in and just kind of went crazy from there. And mind you, after his injury, his production has kind of dipped a lot.
Yeah.
Like he's averaging 2.2 to under 3.5 yards a carry when he was doing 3.5 to 5 yards a carry in the first 5 games before, or the first 4 games before his injury.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So that does not help things. Albeit again, well, actually, I mean, the first 2 games that he was inefficient, he was having similar rush counts actually.
Yeah.
So I guess that those were kind of those first 2 steps out the door.
Yeah.
And I think yesterday's game was just that final, like, yeah, you're riding the bench, bud. Sorry. And yeah, Green Bay does not capitalize, even though Bryce Young had a pretty statistically bad day.
I mean,
it's just they couldn't stop Rico. It's just they couldn't stop Dowdle worth a damn.
I mean, yeah. I mean, when you're 11 of 20, you only pass 100 yards. It's not really the fact that Bryce Young was bad. It's that he didn't take a bad play. Besides the pick, obviously, he didn't do anything that was bad because the run game was so efficient. I mean, this was also a Panthers O-line that held up pretty well on the day. Micah Parsons, 0 pressures. 0 pressures, 0 QB hits, 0 set, nothing. Ravens just got Dramont. Nah, what? Holy shit, you're not lying.
Nah, bro. Why are the Eagles and the Ravens getting everything? Like, what's up with that, huh?
Well, I mean, this is the Ravens' first trade, but what the hell?
But why do the Ravens always get the good stuff?
Dude, I knew that the Ravens were, or I knew that the Titans were sellers. What the fuck? That's gross. Him and
what is wrong with the Titans
Smith,
and the Dolphins?
bro?
What the fuck is wrong with the Dolphins and the Titans? Like, genuinely, what is their fucking problem?
Okay.
I know they need draft capital, but like, what the fuck is wrong with them?
Well, Jalen Phillips was gonna be moved. I talked me and Cam 643. We talked in our group chat about the trade deadline. We talk about it every year in our personal group chat, and I'm like, look, what player, like, what's the biggest name do you guys think is gonna be moved? And everyone in the group chat said their opinions, and I said I think the Dolphins are gonna move off either Jalen Phillips or Bradley Chubb. Whichever one they could get a bigger haul for. A 3rd-round pick for this draft for Jalen Phillips, a guy who has had 2 season-ending injuries, is insane.
Yeah.
Like, it's as a
Jalen Phillips is a young guy, if memory serves. Is he?
Jalen Phillips, he's on the younger side.
He's 26. So.
Yeah, 26, but he's had an ACL tear and I believe an Achilles. But he's still a good player. He's a great player. And this season, 15 total tackles, 3 sacks, coming off of obviously his best season was his rookie season in 2021, that 8.5 sacks. Yeah, he's good, man. So I'm not shocked. But anyway, the Dramont Jones trade, that's
sick.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's really good pickup for the Ravens.
That is sickening.
They like some strong some strong edge rushers. So, and I want to look up the Dramont Jones stats. Let's look at him. Yeah, I mean, 13 tackles, 4.5 sacks on a very unproductive defense. The only other playmaker really being Simmons. Is it Jeffrey Simmons? I think it's Jeffrey Simmons.
It is Jeffrey Simmons.
And this is his first season with the Titans. So
That's right, because where was he? Where wasn't he with? Was he with the Niners
no,
before?
Seahawks the past 2 years where he had 4.5 sacks, and then he had his rookie. He was drafted by the Broncos, and he played all 4 years there.
It's my fucking. There we go.
Yeah,
Mike
so
was
so
fucking
it's
tweaking for a second.
yeah,
Anyways.
it's a really good trade for the Ravens. Only giving up a fifth for a guy with a high motor like that's going to be really good, but definitely going to be interesting to see how
hell.
this plays out.
Um, I guess in injury news for Green Bay specifically, obviously you have Tucker Kraft going down while he's having like a really, really high good season, but I don't exactly know what injury it was. I didn't really super look into it.
What, Tucker Kraft? You mean his ACL tear?
Oh, he tore his ACL. Well, that's
Yeah.
I didn't know that's pretty bad.
Every notification said Tucker Kraft has now torn his ACL. Yeah, no, Tucker Kraft tore his ACL. Yeah, Tucker Kraft tore his ACL. This is and this is a very unfortunate for the Packers because
Be it Luke Musgrave did step up on the day at
Luke
least
Musgrave is
after
not
he went down,
is not Tucker
but
Kraft.
he's also not tight. He's also not showing to be tight end one.
What I will say though is it couldn't have come at a better time obviously for such a horrible injury because Christian Watson is back and healthy. Christian Watson has been Jordan Love's favorite target since Jordan Love really emerged as wide receiver one. So expect his targets to go up, expect his shares to go up. Romeo Doubs has had really, really great production these last few games with Christian Watson coming back in because Romeo Doubs is no longer wide receiver one. He's not covered as much. So expect Romeo Doubs to also get fed more. And I think this is going to be a better for Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs is probably going to see a lot more of a play in the pass game because no more Tucker Kraft. As well as Emmanuel Wilson, the RB2, who's getting some pretty heavy snap shares because of Jacobs has been nursing an injury pretty much all season. He's been nursing his calf. So yeah, I definitely think the share total is going to shift for within the Packers. With that being said, sorry, something fell off my bed. With that being said, it's going to be interesting how it plays out. I'm not really excited. Obviously, no one wanted to see Tucker Kraft go down, but it's going to be interesting to see how this offense
Adapts
changes.
to this
yeah.
change. Yeah.
It could not work out. It could not work out. And this is where we see these good teams have these midseason injuries and then sputter. We could see that. Who knows?
Packers are they're still first in the NFC North. With let's see.
Yeah.
The only team that's kind of in the area in their divisional record is the Vikings that are 2-0. Bears are winless, Lions are 1-2, so
yeah,
it's kind of just a two-way race right now between those.
Well,
between Minnesota and Green Bay.
Well, I mean, yes, but also the Lions are still 5-3, so you're only half a game behind Green Bay in overall record. Obviously, the conference record or the divisional record says a different story, but the Lions always have up and down seasons, and they will figure. I think they're going to start figuring out some things, and then obviously the Vikings with JJ McCarthy, man, he was looking great. JJ McCarthy looked really, really good. He had a lot of confidence in himself. He was able to really step up, and I mean, look, me and you go back and forth on how
good he is, how mid he is, how whatever he is.
We need to see more, and this was the game for JJ McCarthy. We can
box score watchers hate to see it.
We can not even. I mean, we can be biased Ohio State fans all we want. At the end of the day, good football is good football. JJ McCarthy had a good football game. He was running everywhere. He looked poised. He was directing traffic. I watched a little bit of this game. He was directing traffic really well. He evaded pressure really well. I was really, really impressed with him. And even if the box score doesn't look crazy. 14 of 25, 143, 2 touchdowns and a pick. And then obviously the 9 carries, 12 total yards, the longest being 9 yards for a touchdown. He did what he needed to do.
Everyone will scream mid, 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 but it's like you can't scream that, if you look at the tape.
I mean, yeah, because there's a difference in looking the part and the actual numbers, which is why it's important for football for everyone to just watch your damn games. One thing,
I mean, the Lions got like 5 sacks on the day, so really, I mean, half of those rushing attempts are sacks. So
yeah,
I mean that points to a productive day on the ground for him, despite the yardage total.
yeah, and this is a defense that is very swift to get to the quarterback. We've seen it all season, and the Lions are actually even looking to bolster that. If the Lions made a trade for another pass rusher, I would not be shocked. Given the Bengals' 3-6 record, Trey Hendrickson is a big name that the Lions want to go and make a splash for. So that would be something to really keep in mind, pairing someone on the opposite of Aiden Hutchinson. But honestly, given this game, one thing I was shocked of how complete this Viking defense looks. Me and you talked about it earlier in the season, how we thought during the Bengals game that this defense looked really good. They had some pretty down weeks given a lot of the injuries. But then, the Packers defense also, I believe, had 5 sacks. Redmond had 1. Rodriguez had 1. Hargrave had 1. And, Wilson had 2. So, that's 5. As well as, obviously. Yeah, so. And this was a really crazy game. The Lions were able to have a lot of late conversions. 3 for 3 on 4th down, I believe it was.
The Dan Campbell special.
Yeah, it was crazy. This was a really good game, honestly, and to be honest, it really that kind of bolsters my opinion of JJ Moore, because these rookies have such a hard time winning in these close games, and he just he was able to step up. He was able to make the plays he needed. He was able to get the rushing touch. I think the rushing touchdown happened late in the game.
Yep.
Yeah, he was able to do it all. I mean, the Vikings defense, it got a little scary there. 2-minute drill on a obvious offensive pass interference from Jameson Williams. That should not have been a touchdown. Regardless, it was done, and that's what
we will talk about it.
And yeah.
Yeah. No, good. It was good on the Vikings for sure.
It was.
I guess that's our NFC North doubleheader talk, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
On accident.
Do you have anything else to say? Because I really don't.
Just as an NFL in general, or just
no,
those games?
About those games specifically, that's all.
Nah, I got nothing.
Okay.
Ooh, yikes. 3 games. Well, okay. One of these is going to be real fast. Hawks Commanders. Sam Darnold is fucking crazy.
Oh,
he looks so at home. He looks so at home in the system. It is not even funny.
It feels weird to me, because there's some games where he's playing and he looks so lost, but then other games where he looks he's completely fine. He's sat in the pocket. He's doing the precise throws that he needs to make. Obviously, it helps where JSN. He is the first Seahawks receiver in history to have 4 100-yard games consecutively. I don't think we understand how crazy that is.
Yeah. I mean, because it's against some pretty decent. Well, Washington is not a good defense, but Houston's air raid defense is really, really good, actually.
Yeah.
They have some really good pieces out there.
Yeah.
Jacksonville at home, again, have some really, really good pieces. Same with Tampa Bay. All these 3 teams that have come before the Commanders have really good pieces in the secondary, and yet JSN's just able to do that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been crazy.
Historic season.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if I see an Opoi in his future.
In his future, yes, not this season. That honor belongs to Jonathan Taylor, and I'm already ready to lock that up.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I don't think, unfortunately, he's having an.
Not unfortunately. He
Jonathan
is having a
Taylor's a
great year.
dog. Yeah,
He is. I just,
yeah. Anyway,
JSN's that guy, and I just want to
um,
see it, but
yeah.
bias aside. But also, hmm?
Oh, I was just gonna talk about the Seattle receiving core. That's all I was gonna do.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Go ahead.
I mean, obviously no Cooper Cup, and we saw a lot of guys step up big time. Mr. I believe it's Torrey Holton. Torrey Horton,
Oh yeah, Torrey Horton. Yeah,
rookie receiver out of the Colorado State University. Uh, 2 touchdowns in the first 2 quarters back to back. I mean, he was wide open. This Washington secondary did not know how to combat this young man, and it was very, very impressive. Once again, on the Commander side of the ball, however, even in garbage time, Rodriguez was able to beat out Bill Krosky Merritt in yards again. So for all of those preseason hopefuls like me who drafted Bill Krosky Merritt as a stash, it's not looking great. He gets the less productive runs. He does not get a lot of uh, receiving contact, which is where he ate a lot in preseason. It's just unfortunately it doesn't look good. And then obviously for those who watched the game last night, Jaden Daniels did dislocate his elbow, his left elbow, his non-throwing elbow. More MRI tests.
See any reports?
Yeah, more tests were going to be run today to see if he's out for the season. But from what I haven't heard anything yet, so I guess we're just gonna have to see.
I'll look into it a little bit. But yeah, I was just gonna mention that because that was a nasty fucking injury.
Yeah. One thing I will say about the Seattle defense, they haven't looked super great all season, but last night they looked really good. Nick Emanwari being the tackle leader along with Devon Witherspoon, which is really, really nice. Leonard Williams getting a sack, and then just other big names stepping up. It makes you think of with how the secondary looked without Reek Woolen really having an appearance very well. Reek Woolen might be out the door. And that's a name that's been floating around the trade deadline. Again, I am a Bengals fan. I hear a lot about the Bengals things. People are saying a Tariq Woolen for Cam Taylor-Britt swap. Get these players some new scenery. People have been saying Cam Taylor-Britt to the 49ers because the 49ers have wanted Cam Taylor-Britt ever since the Bengals got them right before. Reek Woolen also to Indiana has been in conversation. So it's definitely going to be an interesting trade deadline. Trade deadline is tomorrow, November 4th, and I believe I believe the trade deadline sets in at 4:00 Eastern.
Was it 4:00 or 3?
NFL trade deadline. 4:00 Eastern.
4 p.m. Eastern. Yep.
I knew it.
I couldn't remember.
It's always 4:00. It's always it's always right before the end of the workday. That's how I
knew it was in
remember.
like that. Yeah.
Amos looked really good tackle wise. Coverage wise, he looked like shit. Bobby Wagner still out there doing Bobby Wagner things. Obviously, reports coming out today also that Marshawn Lynch tore his ACL. People are calling for him to retire. This was Washington's big splash that they made last year, and it just is not panning out in the slightest. And it's really sad to see.
Yeah, because he was so good.
Dude, I think he's just old.
Yeah. I mean, he's been in the league for 9 years.
Yeah, and corners don't have a long lifespan like that unless you're one of the greats. I mean,
don't get me wrong, Marshawn Lattimore was one of the greats with the Saints, and there is no debate about that. Like statistically,
no,
it's just
look.
Under
we can talk about we can reminisce in history, but corners don't have a long lifespan. It's as simple as that. They are used as heavy as wide receivers, but are hit more. They tackle more. They're all over the field more. They're in my opinion, they're more prone to injury. And Marshawn Lynch did everything. He's done everything his entire career. I think it's time to hang it up. We're even seeing, one of the greatest cornerbacks of all time, Jalen Ramsey. In Pittsburgh, he looks like shit. The corner longevity just isn't there like it used to be, or B, just in the game how it is now. You need these fast, young, tall corners to match all these receivers, and Marshawn doesn't have it anymore. It's unfortunate, but honestly, I think the Commanders just have to play all their young guys, chalk this season up as a loss. You got to rebuild.
You're under new ownership still. You're still in that kind of transition period.
Yeah.
Dan Quinn is not been in this system for long enough to really set an identity for this team.
I do like what he's doing.
Yes, I think they are.
Dan Quinn is a very good head coach.
This is very true. Like the playoff run last year under him was good. It's just this year has been more unfortunate.
Yeah. As we are talking football, it is the first day of college basketball. Happy, awesome, everyone. That's my
happy
day.
Opening of the thing that most people don't care about until March, even though they should care about it. Because it's fucking awesome.
Look, it's...
and OSU is up 21 points on Ooey Pooey. Just if anyone gave a fuck.
Yeah.
Because I do.
No, wait, that's not Ooey Pooey, twin.
IUPUI? Ooey Pooey? I'm pretty sure that is.
Oh, yeah, that is. I always get them confused with one of the other sister Indiana schools. So I was like, wait, that's not them? And I'm like, yes, it is.
That is Ooey fucking Pooey.
Anyway. Yeah. I don't have anything else really to say about this game. I don't really have anything to say about the next couple of the early slate games. Obviously, besides the Cincinnati game, but Braden gets his own little section to talk about that.
Before we get into personal things, I got two games, and these are among top contenders.
Go for it.
Colts Steelers and Chiefs Bills, only because also Chiefs Bills was one of my games of the week.
Indianapolis Pittsburgh was mine. LOL. I thought I picked a different game.
Oh, okay. Well then, boom. We'll talk about those then. Perfect.
Okay. I'm gonna talk about Indiana, Pittsburgh really quick, just because it technically happened first. Dude, Daniel Jones looked like he saw a ghost. He went into Pittsburgh and looked like he had seen a ghost. The yardage says otherwise, but that man could not find the end zone for the life of him.
The ghost of New York Pass said "Ooga booga."
Every barreling down pass was just turned into a tip drill. For Pittsburgh, they were able to stuff the run entirely. Jonathan Taylor's longest run was 9 yards. Admira, and they tried to rotate guys. They tried to rotate Thomason for a run. They tried to rotate Amir Abdullah in, and it just didn't work. The pass game was there, though, for everyone except Tyler Warren and Adonai Mitchell. Tyler Warren, this is a Steelers defense that cannot cover the tight end very well at all. And Tyler Warren only had 7 targets, 5 catches for 26 yards, his longest being 9. That made me kind of scratch my head a little bit because this is your safety blanket. This is your tight end you can play everywhere. And you couldn't find him downfield like you could for Pittman or Pierce, who both had 115 yards.
And with Daniel Jones tossing these picks, you'd think they'd go with the safer option of the taller guy we know has the hands for that.
Yeah.
To make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah. And it's just interesting because, Josh Downs had himself a day. He never sees this kind of production. He found the end zone, but it's weird to me. It's just weird how Tyler Warren, and this isn't me being salty as a Tyler Warren fantasy owner. I'm genuinely curious.
No, yeah. I'm curious in both regards of
because
why the fuck didn't you feed him more and why the fuck didn't you feed him more, parentheses, fantasy.
yeah, um, because Shane Steichen has done an amazing job with this offense and getting everyone the ball. But then you have a potential matchup where you're favored very well against these really old or really small corners in Pittsburgh, and you don't give it to your guy. You don't give it to your number one guy, your guy you drafted in the first round, who has been arguably the best rookie tight end everywhere. Um,
Your guy that's fucking 6'6", 256,
yeah, he's
and
a
you're not using him.
and you can run him in the backfield, you can run him in the slot on the X, off the line to pass block. He can do everything. So it was just weird to me. Given the Jonathan Taylor absence in this game, I really expected more out of Shane Steichen to get Warren involved. But seeing Pittman and Alec Pierce do their thing, also Alec Pierce, man, I know you had 115 yards, 6 receptions on 13 targets though. Really?
Chalk it up, bro. Chalk it up, little bro.
And Pierce is the deep threat. That's why he has those yards. He's the deep threat. He's the moon ball guy. But Shane Steichen couldn't have shifted that target share just a little bit. I just feel like this was a kind of a very poorly coached game, especially toward the end, where they started to gain momentum and just kind of filibustered from there. That being said, the Steelers did what they needed to do. It was not a good rushing day for them either. Jaylen Warren wasn't able to really get anything done. DK Metcalf was locked up. 2 catches, 6 yards. And really, I mean, Calvin Austin was the only receiver worth a damn. And Darnell Washington was able to get something. But, like, Kenneth Gainwell was in there for a couple catches.
Didn't do much at all except for the tutty.
Yeah, Freiermuth got the touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 25 yards, but I mean it was a battle of the defenses, to be honest. And we saw Joey Porter Jr., a corner who's been struggling all season, get a sack and a pick. Peyton Wilson, or is it Patrick Wilson? Peyton or Patrick Wilson? Peyton Wilson, I knew it. Yeah. Peyton Wilson, 10 tackles and a pick. Ever since the Steelers drafted him, he's been everywhere. Alex Highsmith, 2-sack day and a forced fumble. And then TJ Watt really finally stepping up, getting a sack and another forced fumble. Patrick Queen finally having a decent day in Pittsburgh. He hasn't had a really productive tenure in Pittsburgh. He got a forced fumble. And then on top of that, Jack Sawyer coming in, tip drill touchdown from Highsmith. Highsmith was able to disrupt the throw, tackle Daniel Jones, and that ball is tipped up, and Jack Sawyer with his first career interception, I'm fairly certain.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, Liatu Latu, man, this guy
better and better.
This guy's
every
just,
week.
I am so high on this guy. Lou Anarumo has fun pieces in this defense. 2.5 sacks.
I'm pissed we never picked him up.
Yeah, 2.5 sacks on the day, and not really a whole lot else to speak of for this Colts defense. I really wanted to see DeForest Buckner get in there more. The Steelers did a really good job of silencing him. JT Tuimoloau doesn't really see a whole lot of production in this defense just because there's a bunch of guys in front of him. Really would have liked to see him kind of get in there, shake some things up. Jermaine Pratt is an Indianapolis Colt, for those who don't know. Lou Anarumo really likes Jermaine Pratt after the Raiders released him. Jermaine Pratt had a 4-tackle day, 4 assisted. It's just they couldn't get the turnovers. They couldn't get the turnovers to battle the Danny Dimes turnovers. This was just a bad day for Indiana Jones. And my pick for them to go into Pittsburgh and win officially goes down as a loss for the NFL slate for me.
The insanity run took a little break this week.
And I don't think they're out of it. I don't think they're over. I just think they have to stop being one-dimensional. And I think they have to get Tyler Warren involved more. I think they have to run maybe a 2-back system with Jonathan Taylor and Tyler Warren. You can use them in the backfield. It's okay. Shane Steichen, you are allowed to do this.
I'm shocked he didn't run Tyler Warren in the backfield either.
He just,
because I feel like that was one of his distinguishing qualities when we were looking at him come draft time last year.
Absolutely.
We were like, hey, this guy is not only a pass blocker, a really good receiver, a really good route runner, and has fantastic hands, fuck it. He can run too.
Yeah, he can run. He can run efficiently.
Yeah.
Penn State likes their Swiss Army knives, and when the Colts got him, I'm like, this is beautiful in this offense that needs a tight end.
I
But
don't think they rushed him like literally at all this season. I don't
I
know. I'm
I
gonna
don't
look
know a
real quick.
whole lot, if any. But Jonathan Taylor has also been very productive.
They have rushed him a total of 3 times.
Yeah, I and
Twice in the Rams game, once in the, or no, sorry, 4 times.
okay.
But he has not had a rushing attempt in 5 games,
Yeah, and maybe
which that's
maybe that's by design because they saw Jonathan Taylor not do well, and they're like, why do we need to switch this up? But sometimes you need to.
yeah.
Sometimes you got to switch it up. I just realized
For this game,
for
even
my
even
picks.
just like one or two, like even just one or two rushing attempts, like it doesn't
Yeah,
even need to be like, oh yeah, give him like 15 fucking shares. It's like
yeah,
just give him a couple, man. Try to switch it up.
yeah,
Throw him off guard. Don't just let him see Jonathan Taylor sitting in the shotgun next to Daniel Jones and saying like, "Oh, okay, all right, load the box,"
yeah. Well,
or some bullshit like
that's my
that.
thing. I Shane Steichen is a very intelligent football mind. I just would have liked to see a little bit more fun play calling, I'll say, out of today. And with that,
Yeah. Anyway,
my NFL pick for the first time in a hot second is a loss. But that's okay.
you still got the record on me still, I would imagine. So
It's
not a
getting
huge
thinner
deal.
because my college picks this week were bad.
Mine were good, I
Yeah.
think.
Uh
I don't know if I got all three. I might have gotten only two. I can't remember.
we got really close. We're getting really close now. I have the totals in my hand. Anyway,
Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. Speaking of NFL games that we predicted last week,
Buffalo
Kansas City
KC.
Buffalo. How's that table taste, bitch? Dumbass fucking Chiefs. God damn.
Pat
What an
Mahomes.
inefficient ass team.
Pat
Mahomes,
Pat
Mahomes,
Pat
he's the
Mahomes looked
best.
horrible, man. He
Oh
looked
my,
god
he was
awful.
in hell. He was in hell all fucking game.
You know who looked like a resurgence of themselves in that game? Joey Bosa. He
Yeah,
was
welcome back, Bosa.
everywhere in that defense, man.
That's
He
what Buffalo got him from the Chargers for, is to do that shit.
he remembered facing Pat Mahomes twice a year and fucking locked in. He was everywhere that game, man. I was impressed.
It was like a switch turned on in his brain of either not white quarterback, division I used to be in. That's like double switch.
Yeah. No, the racist Bosa genes took over.
The MAGA warrior genes took over. But yeah, I mean, shocker and surprise, Kareem Hunt has another inefficient day. Go fucking figure.
Was Pacheco
Um,
hurt?
yeah, he was out that game.
Okay. I didn't know
I
if
believe I want to say it was an ankle, maybe, but I have him on my bench in fantasy. I was kind of watching his status all
okay.
week. But he downgraded to out. Oh, it was a knee injury.
Okay.
Yeah.
The feeling when knee
Um,
injury is tomorrow.
so much of that. I mean, other than that, it was a really bad day for Xavier Worthy and Hollywood Brown. Well, I guess
Xavier
it wasn't a
fucking
bad day
worthless
for
ever since Rasheed Rice's came
Worthless.
back, dude.
Yeah.
Xavier
Mr.
fucking worthless.
Yeah, and speaking of Rasheed Rice, Mr. Corvette is seeing nothing anymore as well. So both of those guys' productions has fallen right in the
I
bin.
mean Rasheed Rice, he had the rushing touchdown and 80 yards. I wouldn't call that an inefficient day.
No, 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 no. I meant everyone that isn't
Oh,
Rasheed
okay.
Rice.
Yeah.
Like once Rasheed Rice came back, Xavier Worthy and Mr. Corvette.
Oh
No,
yeah,
Rasheed Rice
yeah.
is Mr. Rasheed Rice is fucking Fast and Furious.
Yeah, Kelsey had a decent target reception split given Rasheed Rice's heavy load. No homo. Uh, 66 yards on 4 of 5. Not terrible for Kelsey.
Fish day,
Yeah,
honestly.
that's fine. I
With the
say.
with the downturn that he's been in since, you know, getting wifed up. or
He
husbanded up.
he
Excuse me.
he he's looked okay this season. Travis Kelce
No,
definitely
he's looked good.
definitely better than he did last season.
Yeah, not as quiet. Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
not as bad as last
Dalton
year, but
Kincaid though, man. Dalton Kincaid. I want to talk about Dalton
he's
Kincaid.
he is a special little shit. I tell you that
I,
much.
look. When the Bills drafted him after Dawson Knox's really good season that year, I was convinced that they were just stupid. And I'm like, why did they do that? That's why they drafted Dalton Kincaid. He has these games where I'm like, the Bills don't need a wide receiver one because Dalton
They
Kincaid can fucking do anything.
they have these two tight ends that are both fucking amazing.
Except they just don't use Dawson Knox, which I get, whatever. Dalton Kincaid, when you have James Cook, who, by the way, another 100-yard game for James Cook, go figure, sky blue, says reporter. Yeah, James Cook, this Buffalo offense, I, I, I really think this is the season for Buffalo. I
They,
really think they're gelling
every- they
together.
they have everything to lose. Which,
I
by the way, also Josh Allen is completing 70% of his passes on the year. I want to preface that.
Yeah, no, and
I don't know if that is a season high. Or a career high, but I am. Yeah, he is at a career high 70% right now.
yeah, and
Mind you, he's been averaging around 65% since 2020.
yeah,
Um, and yeah, he looks so efficient. Admittedly, he's been just a teeny bit more um turnover heavy this year at least with the picks. Um, but not as bad as like the 2020 to 2023 season. Like obviously 2024, he was making an MVP candidacy, and that was a crazy fucking year for him.
didn't he win the
Um,
MVP in 24?
did he?
Josh
I
Allen?
thought it went to. Oh, he did win it last year. Shit, yeah. I forgot it didn't go to Lamar.
Yeah,
I
it was him and Lamar.
yeah. I thought it went to LeBro bro.
No.
But so coming off of a literal MVP season, um a little more turnovers than last time, but he's completing more passes. He's projected to have more yards through the air, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And he's projected a 33 touchdown season and a 44 total touchdown season right now. That is projected.
Yeah, it's
44 total touchdowns. That is sickening.
yeah, it's I think this is the season the Bills finally get over the hump, you know? Uh that's for you.
Their competition.
Uh that's for you, Kai guy.
What the hell? Am I tweak? Oh, I don't have my stream manager up.
Read the
My bad.
chat, dumbass.
Oh shit. Oh. Okay, well, I'll tell her later. She's locked in right now.
Yeah, so this
Trust.
is so
Trust.
so this is I really think this is the year the Bills do it. I would have liked to see them go out and get an actual wide receiver. And granted, there's still a trade deadline. If they believe they need to do that, then they will. But Shakir has been very serviceable. Elijah Moore doesn't come in much, but he definitely does enough. Keon Coleman, another disappointing game. But when Dalton Kincaid can carry the receiving workload like this, and James
Really
Cook
need
is
it.
just everywhere. Jonathan Allen having 2 touchdowns on the ground too. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I feel like Buffalo.
Crazy.
I feel like Buffalo's gonna do it. Maybe not win the Super Bowl, but
But they can make a good fucking run.
I think they're kind of a lock for the AFC Championship game.
I think their only real big hurdle would obviously be the people standing in their own division, the Pats.
Yeah, yeah. And at that point, it's gonna come down to at that
I
point
need to
it's
look at I want to look at the standings in the AFC currently.
I think the Pats still are up because of the head-to-head.
Yeah, the Bills actually have the 5 seed right now.
Because the Pats have the 1 seed.
No, the Colts have the 1 seed.
Colts still have the 1
It's
seed.
Colts, Pats, Broncos, Steelers.
Colts, Pats, Broncos, Steelers. Okay, yeah. Look, man, Josh Allen has playoff experience, and that will take you far. I think if the Bills get lined up in that position, if they don't end up being the 1 seed, but they're the 5 seed, and they can beat, and they're lined up against the weakest conference winner, I think that sets them up to gain some momentum.
Yeah.
I haven't seen, and the Bills have definitely showed me some stuff that I don't like. There have been times where I have to low key question decision
The
making.
defense especially.
Yeah, the
Oh, 'cause
defense,
holy fuck.
but they're getting it done, and we saw that against Kansas
Yeah.
City. This is a Kansas City offense that thrives on the deep ball, and they won. The Buffalo
Yeah.
defense was able to win. All I'm saying is they might have gotten it all together.
This might be their like, I don't know, just their coup de grace that they've been waiting for.
Hopefully,
But
Chiefs
we
are
will see going down the
yeah.
stretch.
Look, Chiefs are rocky. Bengals aren't in it. Ravens aren't in it really right now as it stands. Those 3 teams have been very high against the Bills, and it's
I mean, right now the teams that are kind of eyeing up, see, the thing is, outside of Kansas City, like right now, obviously if Baltimore gets hot, we can talk about them kind of re-entering the playoff picture.
yeah.
But right
Lamar's
now,
gonna have to get back though.
all of the above 500 teams are in the playoffs minus the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. The Bills have played the Chiefs, I mean, like in playoff games before, and they've already beat them once this season. So it's like, I mean, your options right now to
Mhm.
face are not necessarily the scariest, all things considered,
Yeah.
because you have like we need to, because also it's the thing of which of these teams have had recent playoff experience, and when you look at these teams and what recent playoff experience they've had, it's really not a great resume because you talk about Jacksonville. Last time they went to the playoffs was I believe the last year that Doug Peterson was their head coach, or pretty damn close to it, and when they blew that
Yeah.
fucking lead to the Chargers. Speaking of the Chargers, they made the playoffs, I believe, last year and got their backs fucking blown out, or it was pretty close.
I don't
But they were
remember.
pretty close to making it. But regardless, the Chargers have not had great playoff history in recent years.
No,
Pitt,
we were in
Pittsburgh,
we yeah.
the perennial 9-8 Kings that are always wild card exits,
Mhm.
always. Um, Denver, a young team that definitely is prone to falling flat on their face. New England, a young team, admittedly with a really good head coach that has seen playoff experience, but the team itself has not seen that experience in a while. Same with Indianapolis, a team that's really hot right now and hasn't seen the playoffs, or at least much of the playoffs in recent years. So, really, out of all the contenders in the AFC playoff picture right now, Buffalo's the only one with like an extensive history in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this AFC truly is theirs to lose.
Yeah.
That's the long and short of it. It is theirs to lose, and I think your confidence in the Bills right now is, I think, well met, and I'm rocking with it too.
What a
I see
long-winded
the
I
vision.
agree with you answer. No, I'm fucking fighting.
Okay, listen. We're looking future here, all right?
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot more to say on this game. What I do want to see though, look, there are some wide receivers that are going to be moved. Jacoby Myers, Rashid Shaheed is a name to watch. Um, the
Please go to the
the
fucking
Dolphins
Bills.
are
I would actually
listening
love
to
it for him.
Jalen Waddle offers. Is all I'm gonna say. The Bills, even if they go get Shaheed, you have a vertical threat for a cannon of a passer. I think the Bills just need to weigh all their options. I don't think that's a bad move. I don't think getting Jacoby Myers, a very good slot player, is a bad move. I don't think calling about, any of the I lost my train of thought on the team. It's okay. Jalen Hyatt wants out of the Giants. I think the Giants could, or I think the Bills could lowball the Giants, get Jalen Hyatt, who's shown very good promise as a vertical guy, but
Really like show his skill.
yeah, I mean Jalen Hyatt's third-year man out of Tennessee, who we all saw torch the Alabama Crimson Tide defense. I definitely think if the Bills do like him, they should go call. But it all depends on if Buffalo wants to sit, which I'm assuming they will. I don't think this trade deadline is going to be super active. Obviously, with the Dramont Jones trade and then the Jalen Phillips this morning, I don't really see a whole lot more moves to be made, but we'll see. Obviously, also Jair Alexander now to Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Yesterday.
about
Yeah. Or on Saturday, it was a Saturday trade. Regardless.
that. Yeah.
Okay. I gotta talk about Cincinnati.
Bengals Power Hour. Yay. I will say one thing before you start. I watched the video of that final play.
Yep.
Holy fuck, it's worse than I thought.
Oh yeah.
It's actually so much fucking
yeah,
worse
it's
than I
worse.
thought.
Oh yeah, it's worse. All right. So I'm not even mad. I need to preface this. The minute I saw Cincinnati go up with more than half a minute remaining, I said to all my friends in my group chat, we are going to blow this game. And they looked at me through the phone, obviously, and they all said, what? Nah, y'all are going to win. Y'all just scored a touchdown. What are you talking about? I'm like, dude, we're going to lose this game. We scored too quick. We're going to lose this game. And then the Colston Loveland breakaway touchdown. The Cincinnati defense is in shambles. There are 3 things they cannot do. They cannot play recognize, they cannot tackle, they cannot make a turnover. The 3 things you are born to do on an NFL defense. And what I mean by all this is you have a defense where 3 of the top 15 players in missed tackles share a team. Geno Stone, number 1, as of last week. Geno Stone, number 1. Jordan Battle, number 2. Rookie Demetrius Knight Jr. is in that top 15 list somewhere. I believe he's like number 12. Now, granted, probably the numbers shifted after this game because Jordan Battle got himself another one to seal it. But this is causing a rift within the Cincinnati locker room. You had Jamar Chase after this game saying one fucking stop. Y'all can't get one fucking stop. You had Chase Brown talking to reporters post-game. Post-game. This dude hadn't even taken off his jersey yet. And he said how frustrated he was with the defense. How they couldn't do anything. And then, this morning, and I need to preface this, half of the defense didn't even stay to talk to reporters. They got their shit and left.
Also, everyone was also saying, "Oh, see you on Monday. See you on Monday. See you on Monday."
Yeah, everyone was just saying, "See you on Monday." You know, no anything, no locker room speech. And once again, Zach Taylor with a half-assed post game, like we talked about against the Jets. You know, where I said, where I quoted Zach Taylor's, we didn't have a chance to blow the game wide open after being up 14 points against New York. He had another thing. He had another thing here. You know, we just got to find a way to win. Zach Taylor, you are quite literally the problem. If this team has been through 2 defensive coordinators under your leadership, Lou Anarumo, now fired, creating one of the most versatile defenses with the Colts, one of the best versatile defenses I've ever seen, with 3 former Bengals, 3, in Joe Bichette, Jermaine Pratt, and Mike Hilton, and they're all doing well. And then you bring in Al Golden, who had one of the best college defenses, and you cannot figure out how to best use your players as the head coach. Because mind you, Al Golden does not have complete 100% run of this defense. He does not. At what point do you look at him, Zach Taylor, and say, you are the problem? Because it's not just him. It's Duke Tobin, GM for the Cincinnati Bengals. He does not spend the money on defenses. We don't know how to draft. The scouting team is horrid. And this is a inside report from someone who tried to cancel their season tickets. This is from a Reddit post of a lifelong Cincinnati Bengals fan who canceled their season tickets for next year. He called the Cincinnati ticket office and he said, I want to cancel my tickets for next year. My season tickets.
I want to kill my tickets.
Yeah, that's what I accidentally was going to say. And he said, and first of all, he was berated by the ticket staff, and they said, why do you want to cancel your tickets? And he said, I don't like the direction this team's going. And to tell you the truth, I don't think the ownership cares about the fans. He laid it all out there. Good for him. The ticket staff then said, oh, so do you only like us when we're good or make the playoffs? And he said, nope, I've been a fan for years. But what I don't like is when I spend my hard-earned money on these tickets and the only thing I get is a team that's incompetent and doesn't want success. This is a terrible team. We cannot scout. We cannot draft. And then the ticket rep then responded, well, how do you feel about Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins? We drafted all those guys. And in the back of my head as I'm reading this, I'm like, you're saying to this fan who spends his free time and money to your team, well, you just have to be a better fan. You just have to be blindly loyal to the Bengals. You cannot disregard us. You cannot say. First of all, you're an organization. Pull your head out of your fucking ass. I genuinely think this organization cares next to nothing about its players, about its fans, about its history, about the city of Cincinnati, anything.
The thing is like recent moves like by the owners and the GMs has very much suggested the lack of love for the city and the people.
Yeah.
And also for the players specifically, NFL report cards that come out every year. Bengals are always down there.
This is a trash organization. And I will say it because my entire life I've been a Bengals fan. I've been watching football games since I was in Pampers. I understand what it means to be a Bengals fan. I've lived it my entire life. And you know what? I can say it with full confidence. The Blackburn/Brown family do not care about the Bengals. They don't care about the Bengals. They don't care about the city of Cincinnati. They don't care. And it shows every day when you have players that want to play and are good, like McKinley Jackson, like Jermaine Burton, who want to play.
These are guys the team and like the city and like the fan.
You drafted. These are guys you drafted. Third round, 2024. And we aren't getting these guys playing time. Maybe it's a Zach Taylor issue, but it starts at the top. I think this family needs to sell this team. Duke Tobin and Zach Taylor need canned. If you want to keep Al Golden, fine. Give him another season. But you cannot have a disorganized organization. You cannot have a GM that doesn't care, that doesn't want to spend the money on the defense, who wants to just throw money at the offense. And granted, this was a poor financial decision to sign Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Was I happy with it? Yes. But we could have signed them 2 seasons ago for cheaper. Both of them. You let Jesse Bates walk for free. Your best drafted defensive player since Geno Atkins, you let walk. You brought in Trey Hendrickson. You gave him the 2-year. He wanted an extension to go past 30. He wanted a 3-year extension. You're not giving it to him. Well, guess what? He's about to be out the door too. Logan Wilson, the linebacker you kept over Jermaine Pratt, he had an injury last year. He looks like shit now. The 2 linebackers you drafted to replace both Jermaine Pratt and Logan Wilson both look like shit. Geno
Stone,
guys
that you drafted to help on the line don't look great either.
Geno Stone was the big free agent acquisition last season. Looks like shit. You drafted Shamar Stewart. Shamar Stewart over every other defensive prospect, and you could have reached. I mean, Nick Emenwarney was there. You could have got a different. You could have got Peyton Wilson that early.
One of those guys from the South Carolina line.
You could have drafted Jihad Campbell. That's his name. The guy I wanted. You could have drafted Jihad Campbell at linebacker. They don't care. This Cincinnati team as a whole does not care, and we have 40-year-old Joe Flacco breaking records. This is the most yards a 40-plus-year-old quarterback has thrown in the National Football League. 470. The previous record holder was Tom Brady. And you now have people on social media who are so blind to this team, what the organization wants, defending the defense. And they said, well, the offense had 2 picks, so that's on them too. You put
When
up
you throw
40
it 47 fucking times, yeah, you're gonna have a pick.
and
No fucking shit.
one of those picks was to end the game. I just have to point that out.
Yeah.
This offense, T. Higgins, 121 yards. Jamar Chase, 111 yards. Chase Brown, 100 total yards. Yossi Vash had his first good game in a long time. Tanner Hudson had a really good game. Noah Fant had a really good game. Mitch Tinsley was able to get in and make a play. This offense is beautiful. I don't know how you can look there and be blindly, I don't even know, loyal to a team that does not care.
Delusional almost? I mean, fuck.
It is delusional at this point because they don't know what they're talking about. They look at the box score, everyone's hating on the defense, then you see 2 picks and they're like, well, it's also the offense's fault. What the fuck are you talking about? It's ridiculous.
Like, shut the fuck up.
At this point, I've given up on the Bengals season. I will still wear my chain. I'm not taking it off anymore, mainly because my girlfriend got it for me. I still love this team, and I love the memories I have with them. What I don't love is the current ownership and current management. I want Duke Tobin fired. I want Zach Taylor fired because people will look at Zach Taylor and be like, oh, guys, he's an offensive head coach. If you can't make it work with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, then you're not a good coach. That should not be the basis for our coaching. That's my spiel on my hate for the Bengals
game plan
this week.
Your game plan should not require on one aspect of the game.
Yes.
It's one dimensional. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah,
I almost think it falls into this is going to be a reach. This is going to be a reach comparison. But bear with me here.
Go for it.
It is very reminiscent of Urban Meyer era Ohio State. Offense was everything to Urban Meyer. And what happened when we didn't prioritize the defense? We lost to fucking Purdue.
Yeah.
Because Rondale Moore put up hundreds of yards, and we lost, again, to an unranked Purdue by 2 scores.
Yep.
Shocking the entire universe.
Yeah. And that's what...
I mean, it bears similarity. Every week, it's heart attack, heart attack, heart attack. We literally saw that shit live.
Yeah.
We saw that shit live in a stadium, OSU Penn State 4 years ago.
Yeah. No, trust me, dude.
Because we did not prioritize defense.
Yeah. I look, you're talking to a guy who's lived this through 2 teams. I understand.
Yeah.
What I will say this. Caleb Williams and the Bears have a very, very good universal offense. They were able to do everything. And it was against the worst defense in the NFL. I will say that. But for Monangai, the rookie running back, good for you, man. I picked you up on waivers. Good for you. Colston Loveland, finally a Colston Loveland game. You know, finally.
Guys, he does exist.
DJ Moore had a really good game. He threw for a touchdown. He had 72 yards through the air.
For a touchdown as well, actually.
He what?
He rushed for a 17-yard score as well.
Yes. He rushed, he threw. He was 1 touchdown shy of the hat trick. Zacchaeus was able to cut up this defense. Caleb Williams was able to get a receiving touchdown. Cole Kmet did go down in this game, unfortunately, and I really like Cole Kmet, so that kind of hurts to see. I mean, and then the defense for the Bears, obviously, Tremaine Edmonds and Mr. Wright both had picks. I think Wright was the one to seal it. No, Tremaine Edmonds sealed the pick because Joe Flacco squibbed it.
I thought it was Wright that got it.
Oh, to end the game.
I'm pretty sure I told you about it when I was in your chat yesterday.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a squib throw to the linebacker.
It was Wright that got it
Okay, that's
on
fine.
that on the
Um,
yeah.
and C.J. Gardner-Johnson, first game in Chicago, gets a sack. His first sack of the year after bouncing around from the Bears to the Ravens, and obviously before that,
Lions?
huh?
Wasn't he with the Lions for a bit?
Well, I mean, this season he started off in Houston, went to the Ravens practice squad. Now he's on the Bears. Um, and then the Bengals did have a fumble. I forgot about that. And Montrez Sweat also got a sack. But this, I mean, look, man. In my opinion, in my wholehearted opinion, I don't care if the Bengals had 3 turnovers. I don't. You know why? Because they put up 42 points. If you cannot figure it out,
Also 500 fucking yards of offense.
if you cannot figure out a way to get one stop, you can look at these Chicago drives. In the second half, there was one punt. Everything else was a score.
six on 6 drives, yeah.
This defense sucks.
Which, by the way, 4 out of those 6 drives were for 50+ yards.
Exactly. And Cincinnati, you can talk about the fumble, you can talk about the pick in the fourth quarter, but this is at that point that was when the Bengals were starting to get out of it. So you kind of, you lost hope. You got the 2 touchdowns. You got the onside kick to take the 1-point lead. And then, Jordan Battle doesn't do the one thing, which is
He
wrap
doesn't
up.
tackle one fucking guy.
He doesn't wrap up. And also, I watched that replay.
They both bounced off of him. Just
Jordan Battle is also like 20 yards deep in a field goal winning situation. Why? I think, honestly, this team needs a shell. It needs to just be shelled out. It's over. It's done. Rest Joe Burrow the rest of the year. I don't want to see Joe Burrow play. Do not play him. Shamar Stewart was the worst rated player on this defense, being thrown around like a rag doll the entire time. He's been the worst first round pick in Cincinnati since Myles Murphy. Myles Murphy also had a really bad day. I'm getting less and less hopeful that the Bengals are ever going to change. But at this point, I don't know what else to think. It was a long-winded rant, I know, but
no worries. That's why I called it the Power Hour.
I can't, dude. I can't. I'm not watching a Bengals game anymore for the rest of the season. Is what it is.
And my streak of not watching the Saints continues for good fucking reason.
Yeah, that was not good. That was not good.
Tyler Shuck is terrible, and Alvin Kamara is useless. Although
Yeah.
I think Kamara got injured, but also we had that fumble that was just everything's just terrible. Blah blah blah. What's new? We got Torch. Whoop de fuck it do.
Matt Stafford is a cannon.
Yeah, again, what's fucking new? Hookah Puka torches everyone. What's fucking new? Devontae Adams torches everybody. What is new?
Chase Young got a sack. That's nice.
Yay! I am glad we kept him around, but I mean, it's just
I get it, man. I get it.
I have hatred.
Yep.
I have hatred for this fucking organization, but you've heard me talk about it before.
Me and you both, man. Me and you both.
Our scouting team is our scouting team is some hot fucking buns, because whoever's bright fucking idea it was to pick a 25, 26-year-old rookie that wasn't even in Heisman contention last year, when you have a pretty deep first round pick, what the actual fuck is wrong with you? Like, what the actual... I don't even care if we waited till the second round to grab a QB. What the fresh hell fuck is wrong with you?
I have a genuine question. Do you think if you guys drafted Shedeur Sanders second round that he would have been more impactful given how inept this offense is?
Yes, I don't care.
Okay.
Because the thing is, the guys that we have available are Spencer Rattler, where his flaws are cannot throw deep, but he can still scramble.
Yep.
Tyler Shuck, pocket passer. He can't throw deep and he can't scramble.
Yep.
So, meanwhile, you see Shadur, he threw fucking yard to guys like Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, and the thing is, Travis Hunter as a receiver would be like wide receiver two, wide receiver two, wide receiver three in this system. I'm not fucking joking.
I think he's wide receiver 2 in this system for sure. He's better than Sheed.
Yeah,
He's better than Sheed.
he's probably more versatile than Sheet. That is true. But at the same time, it's like then if you get a guy with an arm like what we saw with Shadur, it's I like we would be able to utilize him more, and then maybe he could step into that wide receiver two position, assuming Travis Hunter is there for some fucking reason. Um, but it's just, and mind you, Shadur is a good runner too. Like I want to preface that, and I don't know about his game decision. I don't know about his decision making. I'll say that much. Because he did make some pretty boneheaded fucking plays
Yeah.
with his tenure at Colorado. So maybe I'm exaggerating how much of a difference Shadur would have, but also at the same time, Kellen Moore has worked with these kind of dual threat guys before with Jalen fucking Hurts.
Yep.
So it's just you pick a guy for your new coach that is nothing like what he had at his previous system where he won a fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I just and every fucking year I see these draft picks go by and I think, okay, I see some good stuff, but at the same time, with these later picks where we could get some really good value, I see some shit where I'm like, all right, what the fuck are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just our ownership is trash. Our drafting, just everything is trash. Brandon Staley still needs to be fired into the sun.
True.
It's just you're wasting a really good, really talented, admittedly kind of veteran defensive unit that also now has some admittedly very good young pieces.
Yeah.
So it's just it is fucking frustrating. I'm not again, it's not the repeating the portion of we are one quarterback away. We are not one quarterback away. We are an entire offense away. That's the long and
Outside
short
of a
of
wide
it.
receiver.
Outside of wide receivers, obviously. But like other than that, I mean, it's fucking nothing burger. Our quarterbacks are nothing burger. Our O line is nothing burger. Our running back room is getting to nothing burger because our O line room is nothing burger. Our tight end room is passable. It is
Yeah.
passable. I'll say that much, but it is not as good as it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's just like it's everything that has been wrong with the Saints for the past couple of years. It's just
Yeah.
the offense. It has been the offense. And I am not faulting Kellen Moore for this. He has inherited a dog shit fucking situation thanks to the terrorism that is Dennis Allen and Derek Carr. Don't get me wrong. Derek Carr had some good moments with the Saints. It's just it wasn't the fucking same. It was not the same.
I actually saw this. I actually saw this conversation from a sports podcast I watch on TikTok every week. Were we too hard on Derek Carr in his tenure? I think so.
I think so.
This offense
Admittedly,
is terrible, man.
he had no fucking help. His O
I
line
agree with you.
was selling him. His O line was selling him every single goddamn week
I
for
remember.
4 fucking years.
Dude, trust me, I remember.
It never, and the thing is, it never got better because we never drafted a top tier O lineman. We kept going for defensive ends, wide receivers, running backs, just a bunch of fucking bullshit filler.
You guys drafted Trevor Penning. I'm sorry, I can't even say that with a straight face. I can't
Yeah,
even.
we drafted Trevor fucking Penning. I hate myself.
Anyway, we gotta move on.
Hey, man.
We gotta move on.
Yeah,
We're already at an hour 20. We gotta move on.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
yeah.
week
you start
10.
Us off with college football. I'm
Week-
gonna feed my cat real fast.
All
I'll be right back.
Hold on. Pick your game. Week 10.
Oh, Shit. What the fuck was? Okay, I'm trying not to reveal like anything. Pats Bucks. I want the Pats.
All right, Pats Bucks. You want the Pats? I will write that in right now.
Yep.
I'll start us off with college football. You do what you gotta do. All right. Okay. For my game, I'm going to pick. I forgot what he said already. Oh, he said Pats Bucks. Um, man, there are really, really a lot of bad games here, huh? Jesus, there are horrible games here. What the fuck? Eagles, Green Bay. Why not? Ravens, Vikings. Nah, man. Ravens suck this year. I'm not picking that. That's gross. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna go Philly, Green Bay. I'll go Philly, Green Bay. And hmm, I'll take Philly on the road. Philly's been getting hot. All right, college ball time. We talked NFL for just like an hour and change. College ball time. Um, Not really a whole lot in the Tuesday, Wednesday, or well, we can get to this. Uh, in the Tuesday or Wednesday slate, Jackson State pulled out a close one against Middle Tennessee. I watched a tiny bit of that game, and Missouri State beating FIU. Missouri State's catching a little bit of fire recently. Kennesaw State, they are winning games. They keep finding ways to win. I'm pretty impressed with this team so far. Tulane. Tulane
Sorry, what
at
did I miss?
UTSA. I picked my game. I'm picking Philly, Green Bay. I'm going with the Eagles in my pick.
Good call.
Um,
Good call.
Thursday.
I see we've made it to Thursday.
Yeah,
Oh, speaking of Wednesday, sorry, I do want to talk about Wednesday real
go
fast.
for it.
Um, Missouri State, in their first year in the FBS, they are actually eyeing a CUSA title berth.
I know it's crazy. It's crazy,
I want to
man.
mention that they are in the running for the CUSA. I believe they're in fourth place.
Here
Yeah, they are in fourth place. They are one game behind the three-way tie between Kennesaw State, Jacksonville State, and Western Kentucky.
it's gonna start getting interesting down the stretch, man.
The
These
CUSA is going to be a lot of fun. Which actually, speaking of Kennesaw State on Tuesday, they improved to 4-0 in conference, and they are 6-2. They are bowl eligible.
I'm look, man. Second year,
It is
I've
beautiful.
been impressed with the turnaround. It's been good.
The Kennesaw State coaching change could not have come at a better time.
It's been good.
It is a great thing, and same thing with James Madison actually in the Sun. Again, the Tuesday games had a lot of big implications.
Yeah.
James Madison is 5-0 in conference, 7-1, and they're tied for the lead with University of South Mississippi, which I think a lot of people did see coming with basically the entire fucking Marshall roster that was really good
Yeah.
in the American last year come over.
Yeah, for sure.
So this was somewhat expected. But anyways, Thursday games.
Uh, Tulane, man.
Oof.
We've talked about Tulane. I've been really high on them for the American. They
We
at
were saying
times,
group of five
yeah,
representatives.
at times I've said group of 5 rep. This was bad. This was a really, really bad game for Tulane. I think this pretty much all but knocks them out of it.
Yeah, well, because I mean, because the thing is, you have USF that's tied with them in their conference record. You have University of North Texas that's just running hot off of taking Navy down.
I mean, Memphis is
Memphis,
ranked.
obviously, Memphis is still ranked. Navy is still 5-1 in conference. You cannot discount that.
It,
So
I think
there's
that
just too many. There's too many options, and
I
this
think
was a this
yeah.
was a killer fucking loss because I believe going down the stretch. Let's see Tulane's. I will admit Tulane's next three games are. Or oh wait, actually, this weekend,
Memphis.
they face Memphis.
Yep.
So if they don't win that game, they are 100%. See ya.
Dude, I would call them out now because even if they win, USF still has a better conference record. And if
I
US,
just mean like
yeah,
I more so mean like mathematical odds
yes,
technically,
for sure,
but
but
based on the moral spirit of
yeah,
this loss, I would not be surprised if Tulane comes out this weekend at 9 p.m. on Friday in Memphis and just fucking face plants.
look. Look. They had three different passers. Callaway being a wide receiver threw for a 42-yard pass and a touchdown. But like Retzloff, he looked horrible, man. He looked
He
horrible.
looked really bad.
And then Sullivan came in. He also looked horrible. 6 of 7
I don't know
for
how
63. I just look, man. If if this,
Retzloff has looked just not great in
yeah,
his last like 2 games,
yeah.
especially.
And
Which admittedly it's against an Army team that's kind of just whatever. So
and Gordon being the running back one here, I'm fairly certain. 330 yards only on the season with 3 touchdowns. This running game for Tulane was shut down. Where for UTSA, you're like, oh, it's about the same numbers, but that's off of 2 guys. One of them being
also a 4-4 and 2-2 in conference team that,
exactly.
if I remember correctly, got the brakes beaten off of them last week by University of North Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, they got their faces fucking smashed in.
Owen McCown looked amazing this game.
Oh, he was dotting it up.
This I'm kind of
That is
really
the definition of this motherfucker don't miss.
I'm kind of really sad with the Green Waves and how they kind of pissed their chances at a playoff berth away. They had it. They had it in the driver's seat. All they had to do was win out.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
They were definitely looking very strong because
Yeah.
the thing is that Ole Miss loss, yeah, it was kind of rough, but you were running high off of your last 3 games, which admittedly it was some pretty inferior competition, and you were playing a little bit too close for most
Yeah.
people's liking.
Yeah.
Because
I
when
I
your
agree.
opponents are Tulsa, East Carolina, and Army, which did they cover in any of those games? They did not cover at the Army game. They did cover with East Carolina, and they covered with Tulsa. So I guess they only covered. I guess they only didn't cover with Army.
Well,
But
regardless.
yeah. Either way, you're facing inferior competition, and then even just a mid opponent shows up and still punches you in the mouth. It's just it's really and they punch you in the mouth really bad.
Yeah, this was bad.
So yeah, this is a very tough, demoralizing loss that puts the Green Wave at a statistically almost insignificant chance
Yeah.
of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Just because, like, with Group of 5, you have to
You
be
gotta be
one
pretty.
loss.
You gotta be pretty perfect.
So I definitely think I want to say they're most likely out of the playoffs. I think it's like a point like 0.001% chance. So it's
I'll say
statistically
they're out
improbable.
because even if the American starts to cannibalize itself, SDSU out
There
of
are
the
other
Mountain
teams that
West,
look better. Yeah.
it looks like it's going to lead that conference very well. We could even look other conferences, but for right now, it's between the American or SDSU.
Yep. I'm with you on that one. So that covers the Thursday
Yeah.
slate because
Yeah,
everything else
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
sucked.
Coastal Carolina was a nothing burger of a game.
Um,
Friday,
yeah,
Friday.
couple of heaters, I guess.
Memphis showed up and they won.
They keep
UNC.
they keep it alive. They admittedly this Q's team is very very beat up.
I agree.
I believe they're still running Ricky Collins. Let me check though.
No.
Oh, they aren't even running. They aren't even. Wow, Syracuse looks fucking dreadful.
Yeah, it's not good, man. It's not good there in the orange.
What the hell happened to? Oh, did they bench Ricky Collins? Yeah, it looks like they did. But yeah, I mean, this was a just unbelievably awful game from the Orange. And hey, Tar Heels get their first ACC victory. I mean, it
Yeah.
doesn't really change anything about the season. It's still a pretty dog shit, bad, terrible Dukaka season, but
But look, if you can ride,
it could be worse.
if you can ride this win, your next 2 games are Stanford and Wake Forest. Wake Forest being 5-3, Stanford being 3-6. And then all you need to do is either win against Duke or win against NC State, and you're bowl eligible.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's gonna
eligibility is
happen.
in the path, but
I'm not.
it's
Yeah,
it
I'm
could
not saying it's
happen
gonna
given a
happen, but it could.
roster.
It could.
Yeah. Albeit we've seen some real. It is nice to get off that 4-loss skid though.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But we have also seen this team put up real fucking stinkers.
Yeah. But maybe that's all they
So,
need.
but then
Maybe
again, Stanford and Wake have also put up real fucking stinkers.
that's what I'm saying.
So,
And look,
yeah.
we've seen teams flip it through the season. We don't know. We never know what's gonna happen. I will say,
Yeah.
the Ohio State game is just now wrapping up for college basketball, and I know we talk football here. I'm a little
We can
concerned.
talk a little basketball.
I'm a little concerned. Giving up 100 points to Uwe Pooey is not something I like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, that's
That
just.
the defense, I was not high on the defense going into this year.
I mean, I was, so I guess that kind of shakes me up a little bit, given the acquisition of 7 foot
Christoph Tilly, yeah.
senior Christoph Tilly from, I believe, what, Santa Clara.
Uh,
It's Santa Clara.
yeah.
And then
Santa Clara Broncos.
Devin Royal being a guy who
Back, yeah.
I'm super high on Devin Royal. I also think he's just a really cool dude. I've met him a couple times. He's awesome. So that concerns me. Anyway, regardless.
Anyways, maybe they'll figure it out. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll figure. Please, I need.
But yeah, the Qs are dead in the water though. They just
Horrid,
look fucking
horrid.
atrocious. Admittedly, it's the injury bug that's like really, really gotten them. So I'm
Yeah.
I'm not shocked, but they have lost their last 5 games in a row, and it has only gotten worse every
Yeah.
single week.
Yeah, it's not looking great. It's not looking great.
And also, it looks like they have a coaching staff change, it seems.
Ooh.
Let's see. Announced changes to his staff during Monday. Da-da-da. Miles White, who was their wide receiver coach, is no longer with the program. Replaced by an offensive quality control specialist. Mike Johnson is moving from tight ends coach to quarterbacks coach. And Nunzio Campanile is moving from quarterbacks coach to tight ends coach.
Okay, so
So
they're
I guess they're doing
shifting.
some offensive pieces, it looks like. But that is also not going to be enough to save them because their next 2 games are away games against ranked teams.
Yeah.
So have fun.
It's not going to be pretty. Again.
It is going to be terrible.
Yeah. I think NFL news is pretty much. I've been watching Twitter for this just in case of any draft things, or trade things. I think we're slowed down a little bit.
All right, final score of the OSU Uwe Pui game, 118-102. Holy fuck, that's a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
Cincy's winning, huzzah. Dayton is winning, huzzah. What the fuck else is happening?
Okay, Saturday slate. I kind of want to go rapid fire. I don't want to be here for 4 hours.
Yes.
So I'm gonna.
North Texas. We can start with that. We should start with that. I think.
We will. I wanna kind of get into our games of the week because we kind of sit on those for a while and we kind of talk about everything else. We can talk about stuff. We will.
But yeah, we'll get the games out for sure.
Okay. North Texas Navy. I didn't get to watch a whole lot of this game because for college that starts at 10 a.m. here, and I'm gonna be honest, I was asleep. I don't think I got out of bed till 12:30, so that's 2:20 Eastern.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We keep talking about the North Texas quarterback. He's now 8 yards shy of 2,700, 21 touchdowns, 4 picks, passer rating of 160 on the season. I mean, look, man. This Mean Green Texas team is legit.
They go out and they punch you in the fucking mouth, which admittedly Navy still ran for like a really good amount, but also that's kind of their bread and butter. But also it was literally just Brett Horvath doing Blake Horvath, excuse me. Blake Horvath doing literally everything. And he's an experienced guy. So
yeah,
it's just kind of expected. And they admittedly, Navy does not do much through the air, but they do bring it out every once in a while.
For sure.
But they did get the 2 turnovers on that, so
They did.
that's always good to see. I forget what the line was on this game. Let me check real fast.
I think it was like
What the
28 and a
fuck?
half is what it's showing here.
American Athletics Saturday. North Texas was 6.5 point favorites.
Oh, only 6.5, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, hey, they went out there and got it done.
They did.
So well, I guess we'll see this later. But again, North Texas is right up there in that American pack of a couple of teams that are ready to just get into the playoffs and show them that, hey, the group of 5 is here in the NIL era and you can't stop it.
I think honestly, what's gonna happen? I think whatever if one of these American teams goes undefeated for the rest of the way, either it be North Texas, Memphis, or USF, I think they go. If all of those teams though do not go undefeated, I really, really think that SDSU is gonna make it. The more
Yeah.
I see them play in Mountain West, the more and more I'm starting to like them. I'm not super high on them like I am these American teams, but you never know. And
Defense wins you games.
we will
SDSU
know
certainly does that.
tomorrow officially 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yep. And we will discuss it next week.
To my knowledge, Marvin Harrison Jr. just scored a touchdown. Cards are
Hooray!
up. Cards are up on the Cowboys 10-0. Marvin Harrison already has 64 yards and 5 catches with that touchdown. OSU receivers eating this weekend once
Happy,
again.
happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. I'm done.
So my first game that I will talk about just because it's here on my slate, Texas Vandy.
Oof. Lights
and,
were too fucking bright.
and I picked Vandy, so that's another loss for me. I went 4-0 this week, and I think I mentioned that earlier. Is that the first time either of us have gone 4-0? Or 0-4? 0-4, I'm sorry.
Oh, 0-4. I don't think either of us have gone 0-4 before. We've gotten at least one.
Yes,
to my knowledge.
it's not a good week for me.
Chalk it.
Yeah. Literally outside of the quarters that are an even number, Pavia looked great, if we're not counting the first or third quarter, Vandy's winning this game. However, there are 4 quarters in football.
We don't. Yes, we do not play quarters in 2, 4, and 6.
Arch Manning. This is finally an Arch Manning game where I would say, yeah, he showed up. He did good.
Statement game for him.
It was really good. He
looked great.
He was able to he was able to get his downfield targets. He was able to hit all of his guys. He was able to pass for touchdowns. It was just unfortunate because the Commodores really started to roll in that fourth quarter. They just didn't figure it out in time. If they literally scored any points in the first quarter or any points in the third quarter, Vandy probably,
if they don't miss that field goal.
Yeah, Vandy probably wins this game. And it doesn't help for Vandy when their first drives are fumble and punt that take up 2 and 4 minutes respectively. It's really, really, really rough to watch Pavia and honestly Vanderbilt go out like this. Because honestly, this Texas win catapults them kind of high. And for Vandy, who's already been running kind of uneasy since the Bama loss, I don't really think the Commodores have a big reach back into this top threshold because all they play is Auburn, Kentucky, Tennessee. That's it.
But I don't know.
I mean,
maybe Tennessee if they play their ending stretch long enough, but also that Oklahoma loss kind of.
I mean, dude, Vandy's sitting at what 7th place in conference? Yes, 7th place.
Yeah, I mean they're 3-2 in conference, which is really killer. So
it just
I think this puts them pretty close to done, if not totally.
Yeah, unfortunately, I unfortunately think the Commodores, as it stands, are going to be out of it. Obviously,
their schedule and the strength of schedule of their opponents is not strong enough to catapult them back in.
And obviously, never say never.
Without some help.
But they're going to need some of these top teams to cannibalize themselves.
Yeah. They will need some splash losses.
with some good wins from them as well. They need to be perfect, and they need
Yeah.
other people to be imperfect. I think. I'm trying to see who realistically could fall to make them kind of get back in this thing. I mean, Virginia probably could stand to lose a game. That's for sure.
Yeah, but there's going to be an
Obviously,
ACC rep anyway, so we can't take out the ACC rep to then put Vandy in.
ACC rep.
Huh?
Virginia's not my ACC rep.
Oh.
I don't trust them. We'll talk about it.
I thought you were higher on them.
Um,
Okay. Okay.
Fuck no, I'm one of the lowest people on them in history. I had them
Okay.
ranked like 21st last week. And meanwhile,
Okay.
the AP's fucking sucking their schlong, putting them
Yeah.
at like in the top 15.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stupid if you ask me, but
Is what it is, man.
whatever.
We can't control nothing.
I mean, Notre Dame is not invincible. Oklahoma is not invincible. Texas could certainly still shit the bucket and lose.
They could.
So, I mean, these are teams that, I mean, the Red Raiders, prone to injury right now. If Baron
Yeah.
Morton goes down again, Vandy does have a path, but a lot needs to go right. I'll
Yeah.
say that.
Oh, question. For the bracket, are you doing first 4 out or first 3 out? 4? Okay, I'll add a fourth.
4 rounds, 4 rounds, 4 games, first 4 out.
Okay.
4 for 4. Just to keep things even.
Sounds great.
Pun not intended.
Sounds great.
But yeah, I'm with you on it. I think Vandy's ground game, they got it established against LSU last week. They could not do it against Texas's D-line this week.
Yep.
And that's something Texas is really known for. I mean, they showed it in the OSU game. They've shown it pretty much all year. It's just the offensive struggles have put them in hot water. So the defense showed up, and now the offense decided to finally join them.
Yeah.
So I think Manning has kind of saved his rep a little bit with this one, but he needs to follow it up. Because otherwise people are just going to call it a fluke. I guarantee you that. And you're away at Georgia next week. I mean, shit, if you can keep it close, you have an opportunity to really redeem yourselves and really turn this season around, which would also make our win at the beginning of the season look a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not a fan of that. I think the wins as they stand happen, and they happened. I don't think.
You know how the committee is, and you know how people online are.
Okay, fair enough.
You have to pander to them
I mean, I don't
somehow,
give a
or else
fuck
they'll-
about people online.
Or else they'll be all like at you, you know.
Yeah, true. Anyway,
Oh, they actually have a bye week this week. Excuse me.
Vandy,
The Georgia game. No, Texas.
Texas, yes.
They have a bye week before they verse Georgia, so
And
They have
and
time
they
to rest
and they
up and get
and
ready.
they go Georgia A&M back to back, right?
Georgia, then
Arkansas
then
A&M. Okay.
which I mean, that's basically a break week. So I
Yeah.
mean, hey, Texas is in it now. Despite the bad Florida loss and everyone saying, "Oh, they're done, they're chalk, they're blah 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 blah," they're in the conversation.
In it. I want to put huge air quotes on "in it."
Yeah, they're in the They are in the conversation
I've
and
seen-
should be considered
Yeah, sure.
to be at least on the fringe.
Sure.
Personally, they're on the fringe for me. I'm not boosting them that much with this win,
No, I'm not either.
or like not
They've-
that much.
Yeah, I'm not either. Anyway, do you want to do a game or do you want to go in order 3 and 3? Where we can both talk.
We can do Duke Clemson.
Okay. Duke
What
University.
Duke University. What a fucking game this was.
I thought they were dead.
I mean, it was a fucking slugfest. Obviously Duke goes up 21-7, and then obviously second quarter ends 28-28. It was a battle of just pure offense.
Yeah.
But in the end, Duke goes for the 2-point. They get it, and
The one time.
Clemson?
The one time it works.
the one time they try it and it works. For Clemson, I mean, this This is unacceptable for them.
Oh, for
You're
sure.
2-4 in conference play.
Yeah, this is.
It is real. Like, this was supposed to be a national championship this year. Your highest expectation is a bowl game.
And even then, what does the rest of their schedule even look like? Yeah, so they go they
Florida
host
State.
the Seminoles, and then they go to Louisville, and then Furman and South Carolina.
There's a very real chance they don't make a bowl.
What do they have to go 3 or 4? Furman is a win. I'd say at this point, Florida
FSU's
State
probably a
is.
win.
I'd say at this point, FSU's a toss-up.
Yeah.
Louisville,
And then they have to go to South Carolina and to Louisville.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It all
Shit.
depends on what happens this Saturday.
But the thing is, I think the more important narrative is, where are we sitting on the clock with Dabo Swinney?
I think
Is his time up?
I don't think it's up. I think they've seen what has happened with James Franklin in Penn State. They've seen what's happened with Billy Napier. I think they sit on Dabo for one more year. I think they sit on him. If he doesn't produce another team next year, then he's gone. I think they give him another year. Just in how Clemson is, Dabo's history with the Tigers, I don't think they move off him that quickly.
I personally would not be surprised if they miss a bowl game this season. I would not be shocked to see him get canned.
All I'm saying is I wouldn't.
At least at the end
yeah.
of the season.
All I'm saying is I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if he got canned.
He will not be a midseason fire, though. I think that is guaranteed.
I wouldn't be shocked if he got canned. In that being said, I don't think they do it.
So, and meanwhile for Duke, I mean, you're rolling at 4-1 in the conference, and I mean, with Georgia Tech going down, now your only undefeated team is a very shaky Virginia team. So you're now sitting in what is essentially a five-way, like almost a five-way tie for second.
Yeah, pretty much.
Between SMU, Louisville, Pitt, Georgia Tech, and Duke.
Yeah.
Which, admittedly, I don't think Duke is the best team in that group. I don't even think they're in the top half. They're not even in the top half of that group. Georgia Tech and Louisville are leagues better than them, plain and simple. And UVA is a better team than them.
Yes,
technically.
UVA is beating this Duke team.
Yeah, UVA is beating this Duke team. It's just
You have your biases. I understand.
I have my reservations about UVA necessarily. I know Duke can put up real fucking stinkers.
And you can, and you can believe that, but the numbers aren't lying.
Yeah. So I mean, Duke has a pretty easy, somewhat easy ACC schedule going forward. Obviously, your big game is UVA in 2 weeks. Which, hey, you host UVA, man. You take them into your house and you punch them in the mouth.
Things can happen. Things can happen.
You can certainly make an ACC run, and I think with how this team is coached, it is not outside of the realm of possibility. However, my concerns about the defense will probably rear their ugly head because you still gave up 560 yards to Clemson. That is fucked. That is really fucked.
Yeah.
It is good that they were able to respond and still clear out and still finish out the game. But at the same time, it's not exactly inspiring much hope for some more defensively adept teams.
Jake Ferguson just fumbled the ball. Cardinals have the ball back on their own 24.
Holy fuck, the Cowboys just don't want to win games anymore.
Hey man, all I need is George Pickens to score more points than Trey McBride, because then I win instead of losing in my dynasty to a team that's 1-7. It is that serious right now.
Here we go again. This team ain't gonna never win.
All right. Anyway.
So anyways, Duke time over, and I'm so glad I picked Duke.
Yep, Duke University got you a dub.
Duke University.
All
All right, what's next on the list?
I'll go with my second SEC game. Where is it? Tennessee, Oklahoma. Uh,
Oklahoma.
I picked Tennessee in this. I really thought Aguilar was going to be able to step up. I really thought he was going to take this team to the wire. I really thought he was going to be able to do it. And technically he did, just in the wrong direction. Granted, the Tennessee offense in the run game looked horrid. Horrid.
Unbelievably terrible.
And he got his yards, but you're going to do that when you pass the ball 45 times. I really thought that we were going to see something out of Aguilar, and I'm kind of disappointed that we didn't. I don't know, man. It makes me feel kind of some type of way about how Tennessee has managed a lot of these super close games recently. Unfortunately, once again, Tennessee will be on the outside looking
Can't close
in.
it out.
They can't close it out.
Which admittedly, I think that's not really like outside of Tennessee fans like expectations for this year. Admittedly,
Yeah.
because once Imaliava left, everyone was like, "Oh, chalk this up. This season's gonna suck." Blah blah blah. Which like
Yeah.
you are still kind of rebuilding your roster after losing
Yeah.
like one of your big pieces. So I don't think this has been necessarily a bad year for Tennessee, but with how their year kind of started to pan out, it was
Mhm.
looking good, and now it's just kind of
Well,
we've just kind of walked it back.
it's not the fact that the season isn't good. It's kind of now the fact of, hey, Aguilar looked really sharp in his first few games. We expected more out of him stepping up, given that Tennessee held a decent amount of their players to return. It just kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth if you're Tennessee, because this is the second season in a row. Obviously, you made the playoffs last season behind Imaliava, but now we're just, now it's starting to shape up in the wrong direction yet again.
And I will say, given the numbers, Tennessee should have won the game.
Oh, for
Straight
sure.
up.
For sure.
They should have won this game. They converted better on third down, more yards. They averaged, admittedly, only a little. Well, actually, the average yards per play was similar,
Yeah.
but it was the rushing that really got them.
And Oklahoma,
they were the least penalized team.
Yep.
They pretty much went band for band on turnovers, almost, except they fumbled a fuck ton of times. And I mean, Oklahoma punted more than Tennessee. So like again, you just lost it there. So
yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah, I mean the Tennessee defense just sold it, and Mateer did not look fantastic necessarily, but
Yeah.
he got the job. Well, he got the job done on the ground though. So
I mean,
that's
fine.
Still, yeah.
Oh,
we're not seeing the gaudy numbers that.
Well, I'm just not seeing the passing numbers that I saw against Michigan, which is the guy who I thought was going to play the rest of the season. And what it ultimately comes down to, man, he had midseason hand surgery, and he came back, and I think he's coming back a little too early.
Yeah, I think he's still nursing it,
but this Oklahoma team wants to win.
Yeah. Well, with their record and with their resume, it's like wanting to win right now is fair. You're in the position to go out and at least make it to the playoffs.
I agree.
So I understand going either way, but it does put Mateer in a pretty shit situation, admittedly.
I get it. I do.
But I think if he didn't want to play, he would say, "Hey, coach, this injury really fucking hurts. I don't want to play, or else I will bust open my hand."
Yeah.
Oh wait, shit! Did I go 4-0?
You did.
Wow, I actually did go 4-0. Shit.
Wow. You went 4-0 this week. I went 0-4.
Wow. I didn't realize. I thought I went 3-1. I'll be honest. I forgot about the USC game.
No, sir. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot more to say about this. Unfortunately, another shit season for Tennessee. They have the absolute chance to play Spoilermaker, but we'll see how that goes.
They definitely do have a pretty recognizable ceiling, though.
Oh, absolutely they do.
So that is definitely faux show. We'll talk USC Nebraska just
Yep.
because it's the reason I picked it is because it's a rivalry game. Admittedly, this was not game of the week. This game sucked.
Well, Raiola did get
Kind
hurt,
of.
and he's out for the rest of the season.
Yes, this is true. So that didn't help things much, and it really does hurt Nebraska's case in the Big Ten. Admittedly, they were not really in it in the Big Ten,
No.
but and like the thing is, they have reach bowl eligibility. That was
Yes.
kind of like their benchmark goal for the season.
Yeah.
But
well,
also, I don't know. Maybe 8-9 wins was probably their goal. But,
Cowboys blocked Cardinals punt, scoop and score for a touchdown.
what the fuck is going on?
I don't
man?
know. This Monday game seems interesting though. So tune in. Fucking don't watch us. Tune into that shit.
Yeah, fuck it. Whatever. Fuck off. We'll talk separately. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but Nebraska's defense fucking held it down. I mean, they held Jaden Mayotte at a 9 of 23 on the day. I
Yeah.
mean, holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen passing numbers from a USC quarterback that fucking bad since like ever.
Yeah.
Admittedly, this was a game of inches.
Yeah.
And when push came to shove, I mean, really the only time Nebraska got anything going was here and there in the first half, and afterwards it was just like they just stalled completely, which admittedly,
Oh, for sure.
when you lose your starting quarterback, yeah, you got to go. You're now going to be pretty one-dimensional because you've rushed now 30 times in a game
Yeah.
just off of one guy.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, Emmett Johnson, like, he's good, but he ain't all that
Yeah.
to just carry you to a ranked win like that.
I agree.
But hey, USD, they're still finding ways to win.
Absolutely,
So-
they are.
Like, they're not making a playoff push or anything, but they're still chalking up a pretty good season, and it just
I agree.
I think it gives Lincoln Riley the confidence at least to say, okay, I'm at least doing the right thing here.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't fuck up by hiring me because a lot of people were kind of getting a little iffy based on some previous seasons' work, but this is kind of just showing that hey, you don't have to believe what they say. But it does suck it really 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 does suck for Nebraska because they have a pretty good next two games too. So not having Raiola for those two games just really really hurts.
Yeah.
Because like they have UCLA and Pitt State. Admittedly, they're both away games, so that's gonna be really tough environments.
Mhm.
But I mean, maybe they can get something turned around, but ultimately, they probably need to still kind of chalk things up to we might win a couple games, but hey, we're
Yeah.
bowl eligible.
For
That's
sure.
kinda just based on past history, that's kind of the best thing you can ask for, realistically.
I need you to understand. Jay just texted me and told me to pay attention to the stream as I'm actively looking up football things on my phone.
Damn.
She just said, "Yeah, okay."
Jingle jingle. She hit your ass with the jingle jingle.
Get off that damn phone, bro. Bro, she thinks my
Get
attention.
off.
She thinks my attention span is absolutely cooked because it is.
Get off the damn phone.
Anyway,
So
Yeah,
so good.
I was that's insane, by the way. I'm about to time you out. I'm not fucking trolling. Yeah, you know what? I am timing her out actually. I'm timing her out.
Fun remodding her, dog. You're gonna be in the dog
I'm not remodding her either. Bimpy's my mod, bro.
Oh,
Bimpy
nah.
Bimpy is my number one mod, bro.
Oh, are we getting to the bargaining phase? Or the bargaining phase? I can't, bro.
Anyway,
Why am I stuck here like the child in their room, man? This
dude,
sucks.
it's that picture of like the furry kid.
Divorce with kids in terrible places.
Anyway,
fuck this. I'm gonna go play some Overwatch. That's what this is leading me to. Divorce leads kids to terrible places.
That's
Overwatch.
that's so true. Anyway, they have I get-
Keeping me? Whoa! What the hell?
no, bro. Just call it reparations for history. That was fucked up. I did not need to say that.
What? Ain't no fucking way. No,
Anyway,
we're clip farming now. What the hell?
anyway, Nebraska has 2 away games: UCLA and then a bye week, and then Penn State, and they end off hosting Iowa. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Without Raiola, I don't really know how good this backup is. There's a chance they don't win any of these games.
I mean, judging by what we saw in the USC games, fuck, it ain't good.
Yeah. So what I'm
TJ Latleaf, 6'1", 200. He's a freshman out of Compton, California.
well, maybe
Straight out of Compton.
yeah, maybe give him a week with the offense. If I mean, if he could win against UNC or UCLA, that'd be great. Penn State, that's really hard area to play, and then obviously Iowa. We've been high on Iowa all year, the two of us. So I don't know. They'll remain bowl eligible, but I think this is going to be a bottom of the barrel bowl game for Nebraska, unfortunately.
Meanwhile, USC,
Mhm.
they have a 2 home game stretch to kind of rebound from this.
They do.
They have Northwestern and Iowa.
They should win both
which,
those
by
games.
the way, they don't have a bye week the rest of the year, so this
Okay.
is straight through. Then they visit Oregon, then host UCLA. I mean, you can end the season at 9-3, and you would be what's that, 7-2 in Big Ten play. Like,
So
again, you're not really going for the playoffs unless you knock off Oregon, but that's a fucking long shot.
all I'm saying, if USC knocks off Oregon,
We have playoff talks.
we have playoff talks. But
that's a massive if.
they have to get through Iowa first. I think that defense is going to be troublesome for this USC team.
Sorry, I saw a headline about people talking about Sharon Moore buyout, and I couldn't be happier
About who?
seeing that. Sharon Moore buyout. I couldn't be happier seeing that shit. But anyways, we can talk about that in a sec.
Yeah.
I guess. But yeah, I definitely think Iowa is the first big hurdle, and it'll kind of test. It'll be a good eye test for them going into Oregon, because if they can get through Iowa and at least cover the spread,
Yeah.
and or at least win by a pretty decent margin and not get punched in the mouth,
Yeah.
they have a decent case against Oregon. They kept it close against ND, so
Yeah.
or close enough. All things considered, it was a rainy, shitty, garbage day for them.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, they could certainly play spoiler.
They could. They absolutely could. Is that it
But anyway,
for that game?
yeah, I got nothing else to say. I mean, basically just TLDR. USC is a dark horse contender, and they certainly could do it if they perform the next 3 weeks.
Oh, well,
Obviously.
I guess we'll talk about my last game. No chance.
6 on the road since.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Absolutely improbable. Impossible though? I wouldn't say no.
Yeah.
The last couple games Oregon has played, obviously Signetti and Indiana are building a monster over there, but them going to the Badgers, Oregon looked like shit.
Oregon did not look great. And also, Dante Moore is not a great option at QB. I want to mention that.
Yeah, so I'm not saying they will. I'm just saying it's not 100% certain.
Which, again,
like
as we say on this network, any given
Saturday. Every time. All right, I got to talk about my last pick. My God. This was an ass beating, dude.
This was a disaster through and through, straight up.
I was really, 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 really sad. I thought that they were gonna do it. I thought that Utah was going to get, I thought the lights were going to be too bright. Other way around. Sorsby didn't have it in him, man. 11 of 33? Are you shitting me?
Sorsby. That is the Sorsby I was waiting for to show up, admittedly.
Yeah. It's
Because I knew it would rear its ugly head at some point, and
Yeah.
there it is.
it's not great. It's not great, Bob. It's not great.
It's pretty shit.
I mean, yeah, this whole team was just shut down. And the yard totals, you might think otherwise. Cincinnati did not get anything they wanted, man. They just didn't. The Utes pedaled to the metal and didn't let up. And now we're in, the Bearcats are probably out of it Big 12 wise. Because this was your must win.
Yeah.
Granted, you still
Especially
have to
'cause where
host
Utah is
BYU.
on the standings.
Well, I'm not even talking about the Utes. I'm just saying this was your must win because you have to host BYU. You have to. And this is a game where I said, I'm like, if Cincinnati can go in and do this, they can go beat BYU. I think if they can go into if they can show up against Utah, they can show up against BYU. I'm not so sure of that anymore. The way Sorsby played, and he has been playing lights out against these teams. Before Baylor, Oklahoma State, USC, they won against Iowa State. They won at Kansas. I really thought they were going to ride this win streak and just hammer it in. I don't know, man. And let's not even talk about Arizona, because you and I both know Arizona every year is better than their record indicates. They're 5-3.
They are not a dead in the water team. Mind you, they took BYU to double OT, and they only lost to Houston by 3 points.
That's what I'm saying.
Their only bad loss this year was to Iowa State when they were still playing hot.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, it's not looking great for the Bearcats right now. I think you're gonna have to blow the brakes off of Arizona, and then you're somehow going to have to win against BYU. So you're gonna have to win out if you want any hope of a Big 12 championship. But you need outside help. You're also gonna need BYU to beat T-Tech. You're also going to need the Utes to probably blow a game for that head-to-head. There's a lot of things going on right now that I don't know if Cincinnati can do it.
The issue is with the Utes, they have Baylor, Kansas State, and Kansas.
Baylor,
which are
yeah, no, that's not
Kansas
great.
State and Kansas. I mean, those are all 3-3 and 5-4/4-5 Big 12 team that have taken some pretty bad fucking losses.
Yeah, it's not great, man. It's not looking great for the Bearcats. Cincinnati had a really rough weekend this weekend. Bearcats get blown out. Bengals blow that terrible game, and then on top of that, Cincinnati FC lost 0-4 to the Crew. Game 3 of the playoff coming on Sunday. Cincy FC is gonna win the matchup. Trust the Crew. The Crew suck. Anyway,
yeah, I think if Cincy had kept this closer, there would be a little more hope. But it was the fact that they got decimated so thoroughly and looked so unbelievably inept.
Yeah,
was just so disheartening.
Yeah,
in a lot of aspects. Just someone that roots for Ohio sports in general, and just for the team as a whole, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's any given Saturday. You got to pick yourself up by your fucking bootstraps and just take every week as it comes.
I don't know, man. That really pained me to see, to be honest. And obviously,
I was wondering when the inconsistent Sorsby would come back, and
it showed up. He reared his ugly head.
Ding, ding, ding.
I think we'll go down the list for these ranked games, and then I think we'll pick our games and do our bracket. I think that's it, right?
Yep, pretty much. I'm trying to see if there's anything like outside of the ranked games that I want to yap about, but I don't
really think so.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll say shout out to Minnesota and Michigan State for delivering an OT thriller.
Yeah, that was cool. I
do have one unranked.
I have one unranked game
as well.
I have one unranked game.
Maybe two.
For me, it's while you figure that out. For me, Pitt Stanford. Pitt is rolling, man. They are going bananas. This
Yeah,
is
they benched. They told Eli Holstein to fucking kick rocks, and boom, freshman quarterback just
I
fucking
mean,
shows
you
up.
you lose an OT in the backyard battle to West Virginia. You obviously lose to a Louisville team now ranked. This Pitt team's on a 5-gamer, and they have a hard matchup the rest of the way, dude. Do you talk
Yeah.
college basketball ever? Zona just won? Nuh-uh.
Wait, did they actually?
I saw it was
Did
close
Zona
at
just win?
halftime,
I saw it was 67-67. Pause.
bro. Yeah.
No, I'm serious. That is when I last
yeah,
looked
dude.
at it. Stop.
Zona won 93-87. Do you guys talk college basketball at
Holy
all
shit.
ever? No, not normally, but like
It's considering it's the start of the season, no. But I mean, we may have to transition to it once football ends.
yeah, this is the first year we've done this podcast. So I mean, once football ends, maybe we spend so much time on it already, and I can't dedicate another podcast day for basketball solely. I just can't.
Oh no, we would have to wait until
Yeah.
football is over.
Yeah, we'll probably wait until football, but I'm down to do. I mean, is this happening?
Because also the thing is basketball is going to take a while to develop.
For sure.
Like I want to see a lot of games be played first
you said
before I start like talking about
you
things.
said legendary performance from the freshman coach. Man, 11 of 18, 30 piece.
Holy shit!
Arizona
Not lying.
Arizona got them a good one. Did
We're not- well, of course.
did Bryce James play? I'm not. Nah,
For
I'm not
Zona?
seeing it. Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
No.
Boo.
Man. Florida, that's crazy. Florida loses their first game as a national champion.
To be fair, they lost a lot of players.
They did. Don't
Didn't
get it
si-
twisted.
didn't
but, like,
sniff a
at the same
second.
thing-
That sucks.
But at the same time, you're ranked
Yeah.
the number 3 team in the nation, dog. It's opening day.
I agree. Anyway, yeah, Pitt. Host ND, go to Georgia Tech. Host Miami. That is a gauntlet. Luckily, they have a bye next week. But I'm going to be watching over the Pitt Panthers because we've talked about the ACC. We've talked about its ups and downs. Dude, not only does Pitt have the chance to play Spoilermaker,
They have the chance to just win the fucking conference.
and I'm not saying this lightly. I've looked at these games. I've looked at these stats. Given the 2 losses early, I really, really think that they are riding high right now. And I don't
Better
think
than what they were doing last year instead of
Yeah.
starting really high and just
I don't think they'll beat ND. Obviously, Jeremiah Love is showing up like a Heisman every single game. I don't think they'll beat ND. Georgia Tech, however, interesting case.
Haynes King shows up. It's kind of a similar situation.
But that's the thing.
They're literally going to get ran through.
But that's the thing. I trust Jeremiah Love more than Haynes King.
But they also do have a top 10 rushing defense. So
Exactly. Pitt they're number 6 in rushing defense. Obviously that passing defense is horrid, but then on the opposite side of the ball, they don't have an efficient rush offense, but they have an efficient pass offense. This is going to be an interesting couple of weeks in the ACC. I'm going to be keeping my eye on Pitt for sure.
for sure, they are playing spoiler for the next 3 weeks, and I am excited for it.
So that's my unranked game I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I got a couple just because of like conference championship sort of deals
Go for
going on. First one, and we talked about these guys earlier. SD State.
Yeah.
They are leading the Mountain West, undefeated in conference play at 7-1. And man, I mean, they have one of the best statistical defenses in the entire nation.
They do.
They are
6th rank overall.
Yep, 11th in rushing, 9th in passing overall, which admittedly, you're in a Mountain West schedule, so it's a little bit different. But admittedly, you still have to have a fantastic defense to put those kind of numbers up.
Oh yeah.
And they are running the ball very efficiently. I should mention that as well.
I will say though, the first half of their season in the Mountain West has been a nothing burger of a schedule. The back half they are loaded up very badly. Hawaii,
Yeah.
you have to go to this weekend. Boise State is the number 2 team. And then you host
Yeah.
San Jose State, who has been scrappy at times this season. And then
I mean, I'm pretty sure they just knocked off a pretty signature win. Yeah, they beat Hawaii just this weekend.
Yeah, exactly. And then on top of that, you're playing at you're playing an away game to end your season. SDSU has been very, very good so far. What I do want to preface this is, we see the loss to Fresno State, but then Colorado State, being one of the worst teams in the Mountain West, also beat Fresno State. Wyoming does not have an offense. Nevada is not a good team. Colorado State is one of the worst teams in the Mountain West. I would argue that they're the worst. I think if Colorado State and Nevada played, yeah, the Wolfpack is going to win that game.
Also, that game against NIU really showed that their offense does not fucking exist.
Oh no! And now Colorado State's working on an interim head coach. They're working on a backup quarterback. Braden Fowler Nicolosi has just outwardly said that he's transferring. He's stepped away from the program. There is nothing within this Colorado State team besides 2 running backs. That's it. Oh, and the nation's leading tackler. Why is he the nation's leading tackler? Because everyone can break through the offensive line.
Yep.
Anyway. Yeah, watch out for the Aztecs, man. They're rolling.
They are very much rolling, and I mean, hey, again, perfect 4-0 in Mount West, so they are definitely sneaking up on that Group of 5 representative spot.
Yeah, like I said, if
They can take it.
if the American starts to cannibalize on each other like we're seeing, SDSU might get that 12 spot. Granted, they'll get their breaks beaten by whatever team they play, but
Sticking in the Mountain West, actually.
yeah.
Fresno State, Boise State.
Yeah.
Fresno State delivered a pretty crushing loss to the Broncos. I mean,
They did.
The Broncos were tied for first there, and I believe they're in second now. They're only behind by
are in second.
half a game.
They're in second.
They're in second. They are only behind by half a game, but the Bulldogs are right there behind them, a game behind the Broncos and 1.5 games behind the Aztecs. Admittedly, the Bulldogs and the Rainbow Warriors, I guess, and the Lobos as well, actually, all 3 of these teams are not going to be the Group of 5 representative. However, they can drag the Aztecs and the Broncos down with them.
Yeah.
There is potential for that to happen. This conference could cannibalize itself to a degree to where every single team does not have a shot at the playoffs.
Absolutely.
But we will have to see. But I don't know. I just wanted to mention that as well because it kind of shifts the dynamic of this conference a lot.
For sure.
Because originally, obviously, if Boise State had won this game, we would have a tie for first place between SDSU and Boise State.
Yeah, and we would probably be having another conversation,
Now we're kind of thinking, okay, which teams are going to play spoiler? Who knows?
Who knows?
So we will see how that develops. Quick one here coming out of Pac-2. Oregon State, despite being dead in the water, probably one of the worst teams in all of college football, gets to take home their Pac-2 trophy for the 2nd year in a row, despite Wazoo being a better team. Oregon State has had Wazoo's number these last 2 years, probably last 3 years.
I will say,
since the Pac-12 has dissolved.
I will say, Oregon State hosts Sam Houston this week. College Game Day needs to go there. 2 of the worst teams in college football. They need to go there.
Off. So, but yeah, Oregon State notches just their 2nd win on the year when everyone thought their only win was going to be against Lafayette and maybe Sam Houston. However, this program is still in the shitter.
Oh yeah.
Actually, both of these programs are in the shitter. This was an ass off. It's just we have to give respect to the sacred Pac-2 battle, to those that stayed.
That will be expanded next year.
This will be expanded next year. This is true. So, actually, that means Oregon State gets to walk away undefeated in Pac-2 play. Technically,
they do. It's awesome. It's great.
I think that's a beautiful thing. Really,
I also think it's a beautiful thing. I love football so goddamn much.
The Pac-2 has delivered something that we have literally never seen and will never see again.
Yeah.
And I think just the fleeting nature of it truly adds to its beauty.
I wanna talk real quick about some basketball before we get into the rest of the ranked matches.
So good shit, Beeves.
Auburn.
Um,
Auburn
yeah.
is only winning by 2 against Bethune College. I've never heard of this team.
Oh, Bethune,
Yeah,
I believe. I think they're like a
Bethune.
religious institution or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
They're on some bull. Oh, yeah.
it's
Wow.
been close all
Yeah,
game.
Bethune. Oh, Bethune Cookman. Excuse me.
Yeah,
They're in the SWAC. What the fuck is the SWAC?
dude, college basketball has like 300 teams. It's awesome. I love college basketball.
Oh, they're in the same division as Grambling.
Oh, okay.
So they're with Grambling, Alcorn State, Alabama A&M, Mississippi Valley State,
Aren't those all HBCUs?
Mississippi Valley State. Wait, hold on. This is a tough ass logo. I don't know if you can see it. Mississippi Valley State, Delta Devils. This is kind of a sick logo. Look at that shit.
Yo, that's kind of tough.
That's fire.
All right.
Damn, HBCUs be cooking with their logos.
Is this an
Arkansas
HBCU conference?
Arkansas Pine Bluff? Are they HBCU?
I have no
Oh,
idea.
wait, yes they are. Alabama State. Alabama State is an HBCU.
Okay, well,
Then yes, they are in a division of HBCUs. So good job,
normally
Bethune
that's
Cookman.
how they are. Normally HBCUs have the same division.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hey, you go Bethune, whatever. I forget it already.
All right.
You do your thing.
Let's go through these ranked games because I'm hungry and I
One
want
more
dinner.
unranked game. I am
Yo.
sorry. Sorry, Liberty sneaking into the driver's seat of the CUSA. They can
Yes.
somehow take this conference, even though they're fucking 4-4, which is really stupid.
God, I hate Liberty so much.
But obviously, Kennesaw State, Jacksonville State, Western Kentucky, and Missouri State are still going to take it.
I thought Delaware was going to keep riding high. I really did.
You really think? But you know, it's. I mean, hey, they're 4-4 in their first year in the FBS.
You're right.
It's still a pretty good season. You know.
Hopefully they can become bowl eligible, but we'll see. You know.
I don't think they can actually.
Oh yeah,
technically, due to
yeah,
the
right.
NCAA.
Yeah, you can't
But
because
we can put bowl eligible in quotes.
if you get 6 wins, you're bowl eligible. Okay, like I think that's stupid. That's just me though.
You're right. Okay, rank game time.
Okay,
Where are we starting?
I'm just going
Start us
down.
off.
I'm going down the list. I'm going down the list of
All right,
schedules.
perfect.
Duke, or not Duke, Miami, SMU. Carson Beck, your ass. Sid the Sloth, your ass, bro.
Yeah, you better fire up LinkedIn, bro.
Yeah. Better
Fire up Indeed.
Yeah, better learn some Excel, bro.
Put
I'm glad my mic cut out there.
Bozo.
I didn't need to hear all that. Yeah, no, Carson Beck sucks. Jennings, great game out of
what
him.
a legacy game.
Great game out of him.
Well, the thing is, we've seen great things out of him past last year.
True.
Considering he overthrew Preston Stone for the starting job, and obviously took SMU to a playoff, I believe. Were they in the playoffs last year? I can't remember.
Yeah, because they got their backs blown out by Penn State.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
bad.
Real bad. You know, when Drew Aller was still okay. But yeah, this is a terrible loss for Miami, but I will say it is not out of the ordinary. Mark Cristobal's record in November is fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
I believe he's like 4-8 or 4-9 now in the month of November with this loss. So, I mean, the real question is, do they bounce back from this, or does the November streak continue? I mean, your next game is against a fucking atrocious Syracuse team that has no signs of life. So, it's not a bad rebound.
Yeah.
But then you go to visit NC State, and then your next 2 games are away at Virginia Tech and away at Pitt, who is playing very, very hot right now. However, I think we can say this with confidence: Miami is out of the playoffs.
Oh,
they are done.
Yeah. Yep. They're done.
They do not have a route back in. Especially if Pitt punches them in the mouth when they go to visit at the end of the year, which I think is more likely than not. With how Pitt is playing currently, I should say.
For sure.
This could change. However, Miami should have won this game. 1 kabillion SMU
Oh.
has one of the worst passing defenses in the entire ACC.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
And you still let them get 2 picks on you
Yeah.
and also outpass you by almost 100 yards. So, I mean, if this bad November streak continues for Mario Cristobal, despite his decent tenure at this school, he might get fired in the next couple of
Oh,
years.
for
I'm
sure.
not kidding. So if I'm the AD, I'm looking at that November record and I'm putting him under a fucking microscope for it. It's if you go under 500 in November for like any year in the next 2 years, you're gone. Like get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because every year you get the fans' hopes high, you have this really good start to the season in August through October,
Yep.
and then you sputter, you fall on your face, you lose these stupid games in stupid ways, and it just changes a lot of things, and it screws Miami really bad.
Yep.
So that's my take on this game, at least. Also, Carson Beck your buttons and learn Word.
Yeah.
I am done.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. It happens every year with Miami, and every year I fall for it. I need to
Yeah,
stop.
It happened. It happened. It literally happened with Cam Ward last year with G Tech.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Bye bye Miami. Have fun. Have fun on the couch in come playoff time.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
All right. Next up on the slate is the game that I will always report from, Ohio Stadium, baby.
Yes.
So, I'm going to split our conversation into 2 halves here.
Okay.
Between the 2 halves of the game.
Uh-huh.
First half of the game.
Uh-huh.
Fucking shit. We couldn't stop a damn thing
Yeah.
from fucking Katron Allen. But, I mean, again, he's one of the best rushers in the CFB. I'm not necessarily surprised. What I am surprised about is the fact that Grunk was able to do literally anything through the air or on the ground
Yeah.
in the first half of this game. We
For
did
sure.
not know how to play against him in the first half.
For sure.
And admittedly, only 7 of those points really came from Penn State actually doing something.
Yeah.
And it was because they started just spamming runs. Because they knew we couldn't really stop Katron Allen for the most part. So, you know, it is what it is. They got the touchdown, cool, whatever. And that fucking fumble, bullshit.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit. That play was not moving for a whole 2 to 3 fucking seconds. That is when you blow the play dead.
Yeah.
The reffing in college and NFL football in the past couple of actually reffing across all sports has been fucking atrocious lately.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that you mentioned that because given the
NBA controversy.
Yeah, given the FBI everything, and it's extending past the NBA. We're seeing college football players being linked to this shit. Dude, ever since all these things have come out, the refs are just getting worse, and it just makes you think. It just makes you think, and that's all I'm going to say.
Vegas might be pumping it up to a 10. I don't know, man. Then again, Penn State only paid for half of a game for the refs. So
yeah.
But they would not have gotten that extra score if they did not have that stupid bullshit fumble.
Yes.
Another thing, and I think we literally all agreed
Yep.
on this in the group chat, and I have literally not seen a single dissenting opinion on this one thing. Caleb Downs should have been ejected.
He should have been ejected.
1,000,000%. That is another instance of horrible reffing.
I'm suspicious of everything nowadays. I am too.
Nowadays?
I am too.
I would be too.
Yeah, I am too, man.
Straight up.
No, I don't think a single sports game that is put on television and has a outside referee is fair. Speaking on that, that was targeting. That is targeting in its full and textbook nature. I think Caleb Downs should
got away with murder.
He got away with a bad hit. And personally,
late in the game.
Well, both of our teams are in positions to draft Caleb Downs this season. That does not make you look good, man. That's a piss poor play.
It was
very
so
stupid. It was so stupid. he has been the best safety in college football for the last
For
2
2
seasons.
years.
I'd
Yeah.
say, yeah. The Bama year was really good. So yeah, last 3 years. You don't make that bonehead of a play, bro. You just don't.
Really don't. Like, admittedly, it's a pretty rare fuck up. Don't get me wrong. And
But it shouldn't have happened. Period.
it should not. This is true. I think the atmosphere of the game and what was going on kind of got the best of him in the moment. Just because we were riding really fucking high on offense. Like that was
Yeah.
because that was in the second half when we really started to get things going. We were really starting to get to Gronk a lot more, and it's like, but it is again just it's just very very stupid, and that's the long and short of it. But
Mhm.
oh, also another thing with the reffing, by the way, they didn't even review that Nick Singleton touchdown to put them up or to put them within 3. They
Imagine-
didn't review it.
Oh no, dude, I
Imagine if
agree.
he did that the week.
I
Oh,
agree.
yeah, he did
I
not need
agree.
to. He literally could have just sat there and just waited for him to just come to just enter his arms and just.
And I get it. You're riding high and you want to make a play. I get it. I understand everything about it. That being said, bonehead move. Bonehead.
And the fact that we're at Purdue next week, you need to be available for this game.
Which
I
he
want
now
to
is.
make that very clear. He is. But if you had gotten ejected there, we would not have you for Purdue. And that gives them hope. That gives them life, and that gives them a reason to do stuff that they've done in the past.
Knowing Matt Patricia, he probably chewed him the fuck out. Matt
He
Patricia
probably
absolutely seems like a no nonsense guy.
he runs a tight ship, albeit he's not like I don't think he's necessarily a dick to the guys in terms of running
No,
a tight
I think
ship.
he's just a good
but
coach.
It's just he wants you to stay disciplined. He wants you to like not do anything fucking stupid,
Dare I
which has
say
shown
lock
on
in?
defense. He's because that's the thing is like with Igby specifically, I want to make this like a very highlighted case
Yes.
because it is a perfect case study in coaching and just keeping these guys accountable for their actions.
Yeah.
We have seen Davison Igbinosun be targeted the most in all of college football for the past 2 years. Oh, my Discord's taking a shit.
Yeah, I watched that happen.
good?
What the fuck?
Okay, we're back. That was weird. Anyways, Davison Igbinosun has been the most penalized cornerback for the past 2 years. Matt Patricia comes in. Admittedly, we did start to see his holding share come down a decent bit last year, but he is improving on it. Run the replay.
I got it.
I'll just pull it up on your stream. Hold up. Give me like 2 seconds. Okay, here we go. I got you.
Let's see. Caleb Downs hit.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
That wasn't it.
Vicious hit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, he's defenseless. He is so defenseless.
Here. This is a really good video, so I'm gonna run this back.
It is not helmet to helmet. Admittedly, do you want to slow it down?
Yeah. We're gonna.
Oof.
Yeah, we're gonna put that at 7.5. That should be fine.
Yeah, this is good. I mean, he barely set it. He barely set his feet and just.
It's not even that. It's not. There's two
He's
things.
defenseless.
Two things that people forget about targeting. Defenseless. He hits the player initiating contact with the face mask. That also counts as targeting.
Oh, I thought it was a shoulder.
No, he hit the defenseless player in the face mask. It was a head target. It doesn't matter if you lead with the crown at that point. He still shouldered him, but he bought him straight in the face. It was bad. I mean, you can see it from, I think, from different angles here. Yeah, right here. That ball's up. Boom! That's straight face mask. That should have. That's a flag. That's a flag. 10 days till Sunday.
Yeah, and that's also an ejection. 15 days to Sunday.
So it's it's just not great, you know.
Yeah. And again on the officiating, they didn't review that Nick Singleton touchdown when it was really fucking close. Like I'd almost argue he got stopped on like the half-yard line, but they just didn't review it. They just let it go.
Yeah.
So just more shitty reffing, but then the second half happened.
Yeah.
And man, oh man, Julian saying, the man that you are,
He good at
give him the fucking Heisman now.
So true. So true. So true.
This dude has been on a generational run.
Sophomore quarterback, by the way.
Yeah, sophomore, by the way, not draft eligible, by the way. We still have him for another year, by the way. I mean, he's
my favorite line that Saban said on Saturday. You know the coach down there in Alabama. He had Julian saying on the scout team his first year. What a dumbass. Thank you, Nick Saban.
And they showed the picture of Julian Saint and Nick Saban standing.
Yeah.
Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect.
Nick Saban, I'm so happy you left Alabama. Because Ohio State just absorbed all that talent, dude.
I mean, outside of the three wide, which by the way, Brandon Innes, have yourself a day, brother. Finally.
And it's not
only took 8 fucking games.
Look, man, look. He was able to finally get some touches. Some. I want more. I'm okay with some. That being said, put Miles Graham at the wide receiver 3 slot.
Do it.
I love
Don't be a bitch.
I love Miles Graham. I love Miles Graham.
Or I thought it was Milan.
Whatever his fucking name is. Graham Cracker, bro. Put him in.
Anyway. Yeah, put Graham Cracker in. When I saw him at the preseason, like the preseason scrimmage, it was nice.
And next year we have Chris Henry Jr.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Plus, there's also another freshman wide receiver.
We have another 5-star coming in too.
It's or no, he's a freshman right now. I think outside of Milan Graham. I think.
Who the fuck are you talking about?
This. Give me 2 seconds. Phil Bell. Bell.
Yes.
Yeah, he's another absolute fucking dog. I believe he got his black stripe this year.
All I'm saying. Once again, Ohio State showing up with the receivers, man.
Just getting out wide receiver talent.
And Bo Jackson, again, another 100-yard game.
Have yourself a goddamn day, man.
Damn it.
Bo knows ball.
Dude, I'm gonna lose to a 1-7 team in fantasy. Trey McBride just scored a fucking touchdown. I'm gonna lose to this 1-7 team. I'm gonna lose. Oh my god.
Damn, bro, you really are the Cincinnati Bungles.
Dude, I need George Pickens to get like an 80-yard touchdown. Oh, gross.
But I will say, given the rest of the running back room, Donaldson was still. I don't care if the play should. I do care if the play should have been blown dead.
Yeah.
Donaldson should not have let that fumble happen. I don't care. Hold on to that ball with your fucking life.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It was a stupid fumble, but it was also a stupid call. So, whatever.
Yeah.
I do like that we are giving Isaiah West and James Peoples some time at least to keep our guys healthy.
Well, I mean, James Peoples was the number 1 back coming into this season. What I'm saying, like, that's my thing. I think people are just giving up a little bit too much on James Peoples because Bo Jackson is so good. I think James Peoples is still excellent. I liked the addition of Donaldson within this lineup, but now with Isaiah West starting to prove himself, now with Bo Jackson being the clear RB1, Peoples is just unfortunately getting the short end of the stick here, and I really like him, and I really think he can shape up, man.
I do hope he stays and doesn't transfer though. That is for sure.
If he does, I completely understand though.
I will understand, but man, I mean, it'll just suck. But one last thing, just in terms of the second half of this game, dude, Julian Saint's deep ball accuracy is something of just dreams.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Watching him drop it
it's beautiful.
Straight into the breadbasket between 2 defenders to Jeremiah Smith. I mean, it's something that true football fans dream of seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw it live multiple times just yesterday.
Saint has all my trust too, bro.
I like after the Texas game, I was like, okay, maybe he's got it. At this point, dude, he's NFL. I don't care. He's NFL ready already.
Giannis, I'm sorry. Giannis hit a turnaround fading jumper to win versus the Pacers from like 20 feet out.
Nah, bro.
Nah.
This motherfucker,
Nah.
Greek
N-
freak, man.
I'm
What is
sorry.
up with
I
him?
saw that and I was like,
Nah, we saw your reaction live, dog.
oh my goodness. Anyway, all right. We
Okay.
gotta get rolling. We gotta get moving.
Yeah, Jeremiah Smith is goated. Give him the Heisman. Give Julian Sane also the Heisman. Give everyone on Ohio State the Heisman now. Thank you. Goodbye.
Carnell Tate is wide receiver 1 in this draft class, just by the way.
Yes. You are correct.
Houston blew it, man. That's all I gotta say.
Man,
That's
they fucking blew it to Scotty Fox Jr. By the way.
terrible.
Goated name, but like,
Yeah.
they just gave up everything, mind you, at home. By the way.
Yeah. Exactly. No
Um,
Napier,
this
no
kinda
problem.
puts-
Low key for Florida. Oh, I'm sorry. We haven't moved on.
Sorry, I just want to say that this
Yeah.
kind of puts Houston in a really, really rough spot in the Big 12 because you don't really face any good competition now
Oh yeah, no, they're
through the rest
done.
of the Big
They're-
12.
They're done. It's
like,
it's BYU, Tech, and Utah at this point. Cincinnati also yes, but a lot of
Kind
things
of,
need to go
but-
their way.
yeah, so Houston's definitely probably out of it. So it's unfortunate, but hey, considering last year, it's a good turnaround for the year.
I'll say considering you're a basketball school, good for you.
Yeah, that as well. And hey, Rich Rod's first season might not be a complete disaster, albeit they're
True.
probably not going to make a bowl. But hey,
Mm-hmm.
they're still figuring things out, so maybe they'll get it done. But
Yeah.
yeah, Napier, no problemo.
Yeah, it's never easy to play in Florida, and honestly, for a second there, I was like, are they gonna win this fucking game?
What?
For Florida.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, your shit got like super like
Oh.
for like 2
Oh,
seconds, so
weird.
I had to have you run that back.
What I said was, obviously, it's never easy to play in Florida, but there was a split second where I'm like, is Florida gonna win this game? Are they
well,
actually?
actually, they should have.
They should have.
I argue they should have because again, bad reffing comes into play here. That was a catch.
Yeah.
What day was Saturday
Hey, Dak
again?
Prescott, can you throw the fucking ball to George Pickens, please?
Did Florida's J. Michael Sturdo Okay. I've got it pulled up on my screen.
Okay, hold on.
It's
Let me get
potato-
there. Let me get there.
It's potato quality, but we'll just have to.
we'll
have to
see
run it
how it
by.
goes through with mine then. Let me get there.
It's potato quality. This is all of 2 pixels.
All right, hold on. Let's minimize the chat. Okay, that's what we got.
I'm doing frame by frame.
Okay.
Okay, you can't really super.
Okay,
I'm
he's
like
going.
scrolling. I'm
Okay. Okay, I need a closer
That-
angle.
that hit. Yeah. Let's run it back on a closer angle. That angle kind of sucks.
Okay.
That is not the ground. That is not the ground.
All right.
Ball is here. If you can see my cursor.
Yeah, I can see where the ball is. It's just hard because that's a side view. I need a front view. Is there another angle on that replay? Okay, here we go.
That right there. Look at that. That right there.
And-
That is arm. And his arms are together. It literally physically
Oh
cannot
my
be touching the
gosh.
ground.
Yeah, that's horrid. What the hell?
They blew that.
That's
they absolutely
horrid.
blew it.
I'm going to look on my phone to see if there's another
There's another 13 seconds of this clip, so let's see.
Okay, yeah. See if there's a back angle to this.
Wait, hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at this angle right here. Whoa, wait. They got it really, really close. Hold on. Watch these last like 10 seconds.
Okay, watching.
That right there.
Hold on.
That is conclusive, definitive proof. You'll see it.
Yeah.
Like where I stop, that is conclusive proof.
I need the angle of like of the front of him.
I don't know if they got
But that's
that.
crazy. That's crazy. That is a
Yeah.
catch.
Yeah, and mind you, that is fourth quarter, 3.5 minutes to go, 3rd and 4.
That's crazy. That's actually insane. My God.
Yeah, that is some
I'm gonna
more
look it up on my phone.
ref. That is some more ref ball bullshit.
Let me
Because
see.
mind you, they turn it over on downs.
Oh, brother, that's bad. Here is a
Mhm.
Florida professional photographer. That's a catch.
Oh,
That's a catch.
dude.
That is a catch.
Fuck, man. I mean,
Oh my God, that's horrible.
how obvious do the Vegas calls have to be, man? Like genuinely.
Yeah.
It genuinely gets to a fucking point.
Yeah. Ridiculous, man.
I kind of forgot about that when I was making my rankings low key.
I need Pickens here to score a touchdown.
You know what? I'm doing some live swapping based off of that
That's
actually,
fine.
because I just forgot about that. It's only one spot because like
And-
evidently that can't decide the whole game, but at
Yeah.
the same time it's like
Dak.
I don't know,
gets
man.
sacked. Fuck. All right.
okay. Anyways,
Yeah, we got more games to go through, so let's.
yeah, it's just it's
Yeah.
really shitty, and I wanted to bring that up.
Yeah.
Um,
Louisville did their job against VT. We
Yeah.
skipped over that.
whatever.
T Tech
They were supposed
also.
to, and they did.
T Tech also did their
I will
job.
say, Baron Morton is back, and he looks fantastic.
Yeah, he is.
He looks really good, and I think this is T Tech's opportunity to make the playoff push. Finally,
They got to get through BYU, man.
they need to get through BYU though, but I have renewed hope for them in that matchup now with Baron Morton coming back and looking solid. Because I was worried of when he would come back if he would kind of get that John Mateer kind of effect,
Yeah.
but obviously he's not had. It wasn't a hand issue; it was like a
Yeah.
leg issue or something, if I remember correctly. So it's a little different, but I mean, hey, they got it, and
Yeah.
the defense still looks fantastic. T-Tech's riding high.
They are. They absolutely are.
They just have to finish the job. So we will see how that pans out. But I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it. Actually, they are an exciting team.
Yeah.
ND Boston College, you guys fucking suck.
Yeah.
How do you
yeah.
only put up 25 and also allow 269 from Boston fucking College?
Yeah, see,
Get your asses out of the fucking playoffs.
I say things about Jeremiah Love, but then I see games like this that just do not. First of all, hold on. This math isn't mathing. Jeremiah Love, 2 touchdowns. Carr, 2 touchdowns, 25 points. That math isn't mathing.
Missed extra points and missed points after touch. They missed 3 of their 4 points after touchdowns.
That's horrid. That's horrible. That's horrible.
They missed 2 kicks and a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, that's bad.
That is fucking terrible.
Any-
They literally, I
yeah.
think they had to put in they put in 3 different kickers for the extra points. They put Burnett, then they put in Diomede, then they put in Schmidt, who finally made the first point after touchdown. That's terrible. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. ND is some fucking buns, bro. That's the long and short of
Yeah.
it. You should not be fighting with a 1-7 atrocious ass Boston College team, man. That's just inexcusable. I don't even give a shit.
Yeah.
You should not be within 1 score of this team literally ever, except for like before the first score. I don't give a shit. Mind you, I'm pretty sure they were supposed to beat Boston. I'm pretty sure they were supposed to beat this team by 30.
Yeah.
30.
Yeah. It's not a good look, man.
They did not even fucking put up 30. Yeah, 30.5 point favorites. Mind you, Boston College possessed the ball for 35 minutes
Yeah.
and ND for 24 minutes. I mean, you let Boston go 8 of 18 on third down while you're going 3 of 10. What
Yeah.
the fuck are you doing? I genuinely, I need to make sure I don't have these fucks. Oh, I low-key do. Well, that's fucking annoying. Man, I don't fucking know. Ugh, whatever. I'll keep them in here for now, but I'm not pleased about it.
But I'm not happy
I'm
about
not
it.
I'm not fucking happy about it. I'll just
Yeah.
say that much. They're in my rankings. I'm just not happy about it
Yeah.
because they fucking shouldn't be, but whatever. Teams find a way to win, blah blah blah. That fucking bullshit. Anyways, next, unless you want to talk about this piece of shit team, piece of shit game.
No. Indiana does their job. I'm just moving on.
Yeah, they blew the brakes off. We kind of expected it. Although,
Yeah.
admittedly, going in, I kind of expected Maryland to keep it a little bit closer because they played their last 3 opponents within 1 score. So
Yeah.
they could have, but they didn't.
Yeah, and that's what I kind of talked about too. Just like I thought they were gonna do something. Maryland did nothing. Dude, Indiana just keeps looking better and better.
Indiana got off to like kind of a slow start, but after the first quarter, it was just see ya, bye, off to the races. ACC time, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh no, actually, we do have to talk some SEC and Big Ten games. I forgot these teams are ranked, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Let's talk these two. Let's talk the South Carolina, Ole Miss, and the Purdue, Michigan game first before
Yeah.
we talk the ACC games, because
Okay.
the two ACC games are important.
Yes.
Ole Miss kind of does their thing. They're back in the saddle. They didn't really need to do too much because South Carolina
Yeah.
is atrocious.
Yeah. Sellers isn't good at this point. Honestly, dude,
Shane Beamer might get seen.
I mean, at what point do you play Aaron Olin? That's all I'm saying. Sellers has not been good all season.
Yeah. I mean, looking at his stat line: 61% completion, 1,500 yards, just a little over 1,500 yards, 7 TDs, 5 interceptions, 132 rating. It's just,
yeah,
like obviously he gets stuff done on the ground, but I don't think he's been that productive on the ground either. If
he hasn't.
Memory serves. No, he really hasn't. He's only had a couple like decent rushing games.
Yeah.
So, admittedly, he's been sacked a fucking kabillion times.
He has, and not to. That's not to
He's getting sacked like 4, 5, 6 times a game more often than not.
Yeah, it's bad. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying it's.
But also, you're supposed to be this dynamic playmaker that's supposed to step up in those kinds of situations. Get out of that.
Bama's currently in OT,
play.
by the way.
To fucking who?
Or not Bama. I'm sorry, Auburn.
Oh, to Bethune.
It's 88 to 92. Auburn is up.
Come on, Bethune. Do the funniest thing ever.
Only a minute left, though. Running out of time.
Book.
Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all I got to say about this game is Ole
Yeah.
Miss is back in the saddle. They can still take the SEC. They're just going to need some help because TAM and Bama are still riding undefeated. Is that it?
Yeah, and then obviously Michigan against Purdue.
Y'all fucking suck, man. How do you keep it within 1 score of goddamn Purdue?
I don't know, man.
Like, what's wrong with you? Admittedly, they are without Justice Haynes right now because I believe he's out on a foot injury.
It doesn't fucking matter. Their other running back ran for 185. That's a bullshit.
Yeah.
No, whatever.
And 3 tutties.
Normally, I agree with you. That's horseshit. Bryce Underwood
But,
is not good.
No, he's buns. I don't know why people were hyping him up like all off season. It's like, this is the fucking Big Ten, dude. This is not some hanky-panky, easy-peasy conference that you can just walk into and start lighting it up as a freshman. All right? This isn't the Mountain West. This isn't the Sun Belt. This isn't the American. This isn't fucking independent football. This isn't the MAC. All
Yeah.
right? This is the Big fucking 10. This is the this is one of the biggest, if not the best conference in all of college football. There are NFL caliber players riddling this bitch. And you thought a true freshman was just going to come in here and deliver a run prone offense that is not known for having gaudy passing numbers
Yeah.
to just adapt to that and make a run at a playoff? You're fucking stupid.
It's
Anyways.
ridiculous. Anyway,
This
yeah.
team sucks. Fuck this team, and
Ohio State better beat them. That's all I'm gonna say.
get ready for the end of November, you bitches.
Bryce Underwood turned 18 in August, by the way. Yes, he is very young, and he does have a lot to learn. I am not disagreeing
Yes.
with that. However, I don't understand the national hype around him. I don't really get it. I never really got it in the first place. I thought him going to LSU was going to be better for him learning under Nussmeier and then taking the step up. I thought that was going to be the best thing for him. Unfortunately, he took the money. He took the money and he went to Michigan off of Dave Portnoy's bag, you know?
Yeah.
Let us continue.
Yeah. We will I'm sure we will bash him more come the end of November. Knock on wood.
Well, I don't want to dude, he's 18. Come on, man. Let's be a little respectable here. Just a little bit.
No, this is true.
Virginia Cal.
Virginia Cal, yep. They're finding fucking ways to win.
Dude, I'll tell you what though,
Albeit Cal shot themselves in the foot.
even
so.
though I don't even know how to pronounce his name. The fucking freshman. Even though the freshman threw the 2 picks, this is an experienced Virginia team that we need to remind ourselves. As a true freshman, I'm still impressed with Cal. They're 1 win away from being bowl eligible. I think the rest of their season isn't too crazy. Obviously, they go to Louisville. Stanford. So they go to Stanford after a bye week after Louisville, and then they host SMU. Cal has the opportunity to be bowl eligible, and on a true freshman quarterback, I think that'd be amazing for them.
They could very reasonably go 7-5, and I think in terms of Cal football, where they were sitting at the end of the summer,
Yeah.
everyone was like, "Oh, this team's going to be terrible. There's a mass exodus. There's all this shit happening. Devin Brown got the bench, all this other shit." So, if I was a Cal fan, I would still be okay with the outcome of this season so far. Even if it's 5 and even if it becomes worst case scenario, you lose out. Like genuinely, 5-7 is still way better than people were projecting you to be. Like you smashed their expectations like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I agree.
the rest is just kind of a freebie.
I agree, absolutely.
I will say Virginia's offense really showed up this game. They really showed up, which is not something they do very often, which is why my faith in them is kind of shaky. But I mean, hey, maybe I'm just not seeing something that the ass pussy people are seeing. So I don't know. We'll also see come Tuesday how the committee thinks of them. But
Absolutely.
me personally, I'm not having them sniff this playoff unless they get an iron grip of the ACC.
All I'm saying is I made my standings with how the teams are currently performing. I'm saying if the playoffs started today, that's what the standings would be, and that's what I have. So I'm in agreement with you that Louisville is the better team. As it stands right now, though, Virginia is atop the ACC. So that is what my CFP is going off of. One more game.
Yeah.
Poor Haynes King.
Yikes, bro.
It was bad.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He put up a generational fucking performance. You put 500 scrimmage yards on your own.
Unfortunately, your defense gave up 580 yards. I'm sorry.
including 196 to one person on the ground.
I'm sorry, Joe Flacco. Like,
Joe Flacco Jr.
time is a flat circle.
Yeah. It. I mean, it's just it is tough to see this team go down. It does shake up the ACC like a pretty good bit though, which does make things pretty
Absolutely.
interesting.
Absolutely, it does.
But at the same time, this is a really shit loss to a really shit team. I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
Like going into this game, NC State was just not good at all.
I agree.
I mean, they won their first 3 games, lost to one to an FCS school, lost their last 2 in a row.
Auburn survives
Oh.
95-90.
Woo, close one.
Close one,
Yeesh.
man. The close one.
They tried. They tried. Hey, shout out. Honestly, shout out Bethune Campbell or whatever it was. I think
Very
it was Campbell,
good.
something like that.
I don't fucking remember. Anyway,
It's a really tough game. I mean, you literally lost against one of I'm pretty sure that's bottom 5 passing defense. Bottom 5.
yeah, that's bad. But that
132nd.
but that passing offense is top 25, which is important. And unfortunately, I
Yeah.
believe if I'm remembering my numbers correctly, Georgia Tech rushing defense, Georgia Tech defense in general just isn't good. So, unfortunately, unfortunately they were going to feel that at some point. It just happened early.
I mean, and the thing is, CJ Bailey is an experienced guy. He's stuck around at NC State.
I completely agree.
So he knew what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
And Jaden Scott too. I mean, fucking hell.
Yeah.
What a day.
All
What
right.
a fucking day.
I
Off
agree.
of a relatively quiet season so far, honestly. So he just kind of blew up out of nowhere and boom, shocks the world.
All right. College games? Question mark. College game time.
Yeah.
All right. Great. Okay.
Hold on, I gotta scroll down.
Let me
for
pull up
this.
my notes app. All right, you got your
oops,
3 picks, so you go ahead and I'll fill in from there. That's how we always do this.
All right. So I have a special little slate for us this week. You know why?
Put the fries in the bag. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
I have a Tuesday game on here.
What?
I have a fucking Tuesday game for you.
Are you
folks
picking
today. And
UMass Akron, bro?
Fuck no! Are you stupid?
I'm
Fuck
trolling.
no! Get
I'm
your
tr-
head out of your dick hole, brother.
I'm
Come
trolling.
on.
I knew it was Miami versus Ohio.
Miami versus Ohio University.
Who
The
you-
top of the MAC.
Who you taking?
It's Tuesday MACtion, baby. For the fate of the conference, give me the pick. Give me the
Bobcats.
Athens Boys. Give me the Bobcats.
There you
Thank
go.
you. I forgot their mascot first.
Well,
Give me the Bobcats.
Well,
dope.
you wanted to say Bearcats, and then you fucking just stuttered your way through it. So I was just gonna let you figure that one out there, champ.
It happens.
Oh,
we can start
updated
off-
standings, by the way, after our wins. After you went 4-0, I went 0-4. Given that I did not get to pick a week, you are 4 games ahead of me. So you have 4 more on your record. You are
We can nullify that 1 week where you didn't pick.
I don't remember. I don't remember what your record or what you went that week.
I think it was week. I'd have to check your VODs for which one crashed. Hold on.
Regardless. So far as it stands from the data I have, you are 13 and
We'll just go off
15.
win percentage. We'll just go off a win percentage. then.
Yeah, that's fine. 13 and 15. I'm 13 and 11. So it closed because it was a lot.
Little bit.
It was a lot worse last week where you were 9 and 15, and I was 13 and 7. Anyway, so that's your first game. That's an interesting take. Action.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's top tier action, man.
It
It's the fate of the
is.
conference.
I'm not denying.
My second game is a Mountain West game. We're switching it up this week.
Okay.
SDSU at Hawaii.
There you go. That was one I was eyeballing when we were talking about it. SDSU.
The undefeated current defensive champs of the Mountain West versus the High Flying Rainbow Warriors. off
Undefeated
of
in
their-
conference. I wanna specify undefeated in
Undefeated in
conference.
conference. Yes, they did lose to Wazoo,
Terrible.
but we are talking conference specifics here right now in terms of wins and losses
Yes.
specifically.
Yes.
Because we're starting to talk about conference champions here.
Yes. We are. It's
Um,
getting to that point.
And the High Flying Rainbow Warriors off of El Japonese, the kicker. But ultimately, I think that San Diego State's rushing offense and just their defense as a whole will stop Hawaii just enough to give them the victory
All right.
in the away game.
All right. You got SDSU. All right. Give me your last one.
My game of the week for Week 11, BYU at
Yep.
Texas Tech.
Yep.
It is the top of the Big 12. It is a top 10 matchup, at least in my eyes. And we just need to see if the Cougs can ride high or if the Red Raiders can bring it home and really take a stranglehold of the Big 12. Personally, though, I trust the process. I trust Baron Morton, and I think that defense will show up against the freshmen.
Wow.
Give me T-Tech.
Wow. Okay.
Give me Tech.
Okay. You got some games in there for sure.
I tried to switch it up this week.
I
I
saw.
some good ones. There were some SEC stuff in there, and I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not doing it this week.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it special, fresh.
Yeah. So you know me. There's a couple SEC players that I'm high on this year. One of them being Marcellus Reed. So one of my games I will pick A&M Mizzou 3 versus 19. The Aggies are trying to stay atop the SEC. And give me the Aggies to keep rolling. I think Reed is just going to keep going. Obviously, the injury to Perbula hurts.
Yeah.
But
albeit Zellers did step up in the game. that
he
came in.
did, and that's why I think this is still going to be a good game. It's always nice to see one of these really talented backup quarterbacks get thrown into a situation, and I think given his time within this offense, he'll be able to get something rolling. My next game that I'm gonna pick, and I'm having a hard time this week.
Oh, one you just scrolled past, but hey, that's just me.
Where are you looking, twin?
I'm not gonna say.
I'll
leave it.
You a whole bitch.
I'll leave it for the honorable mentions, pussy.
You a whole bitch, but okay.
Whatever, just find it.
Let's see.
You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. It's a team we've been talking about all fucking year in the shadows.
Well, I don't know if this is it, but this is a game I am gonna pick. I am gonna pick Cal Louisville still. What?
The right one, but
Yeah.
it's a good game.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good game. Like I said, I've been impressed with the Cal quarterback all season. Granted, I'm still going to take Louisville, but again, this is one of those games where I think this is definitely going to be an interesting game. I like a lot of things that Cal does offensively. I like their passing offense. The run game still kind of scares me. Given Louisville as a ranking, that defense is 11th overall, but that offense is significantly inefficient, especially the rush offense. I really would like to see Cal take advantage of that, and I think this is going to be more of a closer defensive game. I hope I'm right. Normally, these things kind of bite me in the ass, though, so we'll see. I'm still going to take Louisville, though.
Yeah, we'll see if Miller Moss shows up or if
Exactly.
his shitty twin shows up.
And for my last game,
Game of the week.
give me Oregon, Iowa, man. Give me
There
Oregon, Iowa.
There it is. I was waiting for that.
Yeah. I thought about it. I thought I was gonna pick it for my second game, but I'm like, no, not. This is gonna be my game of the week. I really am high on Iowa's defense. I really think they have a lot to show. I'm super impressed with how the coaching staff has treated this team. It's only a 6-point game, man. That's what the books have it as so far. It's only a 6-point game. I'm going to take Oregon, but I think Iowa will cover. So give me the Ducks to win, but I think Iowa will cover +6. And we say the cover just for fun, just for us. It doesn't add anything, to our record.
One little extra.
Just
Honorable mentions this week, since we've already gone through our games.
yes.
Navy at Notre Dame. Navy's obviously looking to redeem themselves. Maybe get a weird win to start making a case for the Group of 5 representative.
Yeah, because Notre Dame's defense hasn't been great.
Tulane Memphis, an American Athletic Conference
Mhm.
battle that will decide the fate of the conference. And here are two that you might not have expected to hear from me. Southern Miss at Arkansas State. Sunbelt.
I was looking at that game.
Sunbelt game, two top-tier contenders. I believe Southern Miss is tied at the top, and Arkansas State is a half a game behind. So that could change things up in that conference.
For sure.
Kind of bring someone closer to James Madison, because they're flying high as the sole representative
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
that conference.
Absolutely.
And my last honorable mention, Missouri State at Liberty.
Yeah, I also looked at that one.
It is Liberty's chance to kind of get a step up in the CUSA, or it's Missouri State's chance to distinguish themselves. Say, hey, it's our first year here, and we are here. Like,
Yeah.
we are not here to pull a Sam Houston. We are not here to pull a first-year Kennesaw State. We are here, and we are here for a fucking reason.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We got to start looking at these Group of 5 conferences now,
I-
because we're
I-
starting to get
I
into
hear
that
it.
deep conference play where we see some good matchups in the middle of the week, which means you can watch football all week.
Isn't it beautiful? We by the way, football every day. I think until the day before Thanksgiving. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because the
Here.
action is on Tuesday every week now.
Hold on. How many days of consecutive football?
Tuesday,
Got-
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Tuesday, Thursday.
November 26th. So like I said,
There is
the
no
day
college football on
the
the
day
26th.
the day before Thanksgiving. We have football every day from now till the day before Thanksgiving. Get your 8 hours of screen time. You need it. Says me. Cuz take health
Grateful
advice
for
from me.
football.
Take health advice from me instead of RFK Jr.
Hey, at least you're working towards a health degree of some sort. If it
Anyway,
ain't people.
anyways, it is ranking time.
Bracket time.
It's bracket time. Come on, grab your friends. We're going to very distant lands.
Yup. All right.
Kai the human in, Braden the human. All right.
You can start us off.
All
I'll
right.
ooh.
My
okay, yep,
emulator.
sorry.
My emulator opened. That's not what I meant to do.
Hey yo.
All right, so here, let's put this in the corner. Let's expand on the situation and let's zoom in. All right. So, this is conference winners as it stands. It says prediction. That's not there. Conference winners as it currently stands. The Big Ten would be Ohio State. The BYU would be the Big 12 bid. SEC is technically A&M, but I have Bama there. I guess I was doing predictions, and then I changed my mind.
Yeah.
I-
It's mostly just if
I was doing predictions, and then I changed my mind halfway through. So I need to change this because as it currently stands, it is A&M. ACC, Virginia, and my current Group of 5 representative is Memphis. Given their schedule, given they are the only Group of 5 team ranked, if the playoffs were to start today, Memphis would automatically get that bid. And these are the buys. And you see I have 2 Big Ten and 2 SEC. In my opinion, as it stands, these are the top 4 teams in the nation. Rank does not matter. But all 4 of these teams have been fantastic all season. 3 of them are currently undefeated. Bama's one loss was in week 1 away. Since then, they've been excellent. And like I said, my bracket is not a prediction of what is going to happen at the end of the season. It is a current standing of power rankings. Now, first matchup. I want to see if I can... There we go. First matchup. Georgia-Memphis. Group of 5 will get the 12 seed. Georgia is just outside there because of the head-to-head to Alabama. This is what I think will be the 5-12 if it were for my voting to be right here. Next, Oregon, Virginia. Virginia being the weakest of the winners of their conference as it stands. Oregon being the third Big Ten team. I've been up and down on Oregon, but given other placements of other teams, Oregon will be my 6.
Also, just to preface, for Virginia, like here in this instance
Yeah.
specifically, because they are not technically like I'm assuming they're not a top 11 team for you.
What do you mean?
Like, the only reason they're in this 11 spot is because they're an auto bid, not because they're the 11th ranked team
Yes.
in this
Yes.
instance.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Need to preface that
Yeah.
with this ranking
I do
system, at
not
least.
think they are the 11th best team in the country. But given the playoffs and how it works, the 4 Power 4 conference winners get an automatic bid. On top of that, the G5 school, automatic bid.
That is
out-
why G5 is at the 12.
Outside of that, it is 1 through 12. Whatever way you rank those, it's 1 through 12.
Well, I guess it would be 1 through 10 technically, but
Well, no, because I mean, imagine you're still formulating 12 picks.
yeah,
Um,
true.
My 7 and 10, BYU Notre Dame. I personally, like I said, as it stands, BYU is at the top of the Big 12.
Sorry.
BYU is top of the Big 12. That's if the season ended today. This is how my brackets are. This is how the AP polls have been every week because we are doing this on a week-by-week basis. I need to preface this. Do I think this is going to happen when it's all said and done? No. Last game, Ole Miss T-Tech. I still think T-Tech is a really good team. I will rank them above ND today. I'll rank them above Virginia today and above Memphis today. Ole Miss, because of the couple slippery slopes, I have them under BYU. I kind of wrestled with the decision through the 6 through 8 model. I think Oregon has been tested more. Granted, BYU is undefeated. I think Oregon has been tested more. That is so open to change after this week. And BYU, given Ole Miss's mishaps over the last couple games, I mean, taking Oklahoma to the 1 score, losing to Georgia, I'm a little iffy on them. So this is how it stands right now. And then I have my first 4 out. These are 4 teams that I think have a case to be in the conversation, but aren't there. And these are the 4. Oklahoma, Georgia Tech, Utah, Texas. Oklahoma is still winning their games. And they're winning good games. The only 2 losses coming to Texas and Ole Miss. One of them being a playoff team. Outside of that, they still have a fantastic defense. The run game is amazing. It's just Mateer sucks. Recently in the passing game. Georgia Tech has been the number 1 ACC team for this entire season pretty much. Unfortunately, they did take a loss. And there's not a team I'm putting G-Tech over, given the auto bids that we have to abide by. Utah is my 3rd Big 12 team, given the Cincinnati win. Given their overall resume, the Utes are more on my radar. Again, this is all subject to change. And then Texas. Handled business. Looks really, really good against Vandy. They're in a conversation. I don't think they're there yet, though. They have to do a lot more damage for the Longhorns to be in this shuffle. But they were also, I only picked 3 teams. Forgot we needed 4. I added Texas. Louisville, in theory, is also here. It depends on what they do within the next 2 weeks. It also depends on what happens in the ACC around them. Louisville can absolutely be thrown up in here. And that is mine.
Okay. So we're going to differ so slightly here because the way that I kind of did mine with the conference picks
Yeah.
was I kind of picked what I thought was the best team in the conference,
Okay.
at least,
Okay.
as the auto bid.
Okay.
Not necessarily who I think the champion is or who is slated to be the champion right now based on the rankings,
Okay.
like based on the game rankings. I'm
Okay.
basing it on who is the best team in that conference.
And
And
I get your reasoning. It's just that's not how it works IRL, unfortunately, because the best team could be in the conference, have a shit conference record. They don't win the conference. So I'm just doing it based off the structure that the playoffs actually use. I feel like that's going to give us a more accurate picture of what happens. Not to say I don't think your your bracket building isn't valid.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So to get the first round buys, I have the exact same rankings: OSU, Indiana, TANM, Bama.
great.
It is the exact same. OSU is my Big Ten champion. Um, I think Bama is better than TANM, but those are kind of just automatic shoehorns anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyways, I'll explain that in a sec. My 5 versus 12. Oregon versus North Texas.
Okay.
I have North Texas as my group of 5 representative based on
Okay.
the strength of their schedule and how convincingly they have won their games.
Yeah, and I don't hate that. I don't hate that bid. Like I said, I think any team in the American that ends off with 1 loss is in right now. And like I said, this is where we differed in our building. I use the current power rankings because Memphis is ranked group of 5 bid, because I'm doing it as if the playoffs end. If you want me to do predictions for what it's going to be, I'll do predictions for what it's going to be when it's all said and done. Or I can do my way. It's whatever.
We can just kind of do it. We can just kind of do it whatever,
Yeah.
and it at least sparks, pun intended, some discussion talks.
Oh, absolutely it does. Completely.
So I don't mind it.
Okay, great.
But yeah, UNT is my group of 5 representative,
Okay.
and I've got Oregon up here because given the other teams below them, I think that Oregon can still play to that higher caliber.
Yeah.
And we've seen it, even though they lost to Indiana at home. Yeah,
did.
It was still a relatively close game.
It absolutely was.
So, and did they play Penn State close earlier this year? Yeah.
Yes.
That was also when they still had their quarterback and their head coach.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. All right, my 6 and 11. Ole Miss, and my ACC rep is Louisville.
Okay,
Because, like
yep.
I said, I think Louisville is the best team in the ACC. You thought Louisville was the best team in the ACC. That is why they are here.
That's fair. Like I said, this is where we differ in our rankings.
Ole Miss took care of business against South Carolina, and
They did.
They looked good this week.
Absolutely.
Just straight up. 7-10, BYU Notre Dame. I fucking hate that I have Notre Dame up here. Honestly, I really wanted to give them the boot, but at the same time,
you can't fault them for winning. You can't fault them for winning.
I can't fault them for winning, and it sucks. It sucks more than anything because they played a shit game against a shit team.
They absolutely did.
So, but whatever. BYU is the best team in the Big 12 right now.
Yep.
That obviously could be proven otherwise in a week, 2 weeks, a week. I literally just picked that as my fucking game of the week. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
That will most likely change in a week. Or at least we will see. But yeah, I wish I could drop Notre Dame, but I can't, which is stupid.
They lose one more game, you absolutely can.
Yeah, then I can tell them to fuck off.
Absolutely.
Please lose Notre Dame. I fucking hate you. My 8-9 matchup. Georgia Texas Tech. I swapped BYU and Georgia during the stream actually.
Yeah. So
because
it's Georgia T Tech. Okay.
I forgot that Georgia almost blew that fucking game, and they should have blown that game because of that call.
I agree.
Because, mind you, I think that put Florida like I want to double check this real fast, even though this will take. Not, you know what? Whatever. It put them at a really good field position to end the game. Mind you, they had 3.5 minutes almost.
They absolutely did.
So it's just they looked bad against a coachless team, and it's just not a good look. Meanwhile, Texas Tech technically takes a jump up because now they have their quarterback. They have their guy back.
They do.
And
that's where I have them.
Which is what kept me from boosting T-Tech out of that spot until I saw Baron Morton play again.
Yeah.
Now that I saw him play again, he played well. He played like he was before the injury. Boom, right back where you belong.
I completely am in agreement with you.
And now for my first 4 out to end things off.
Go for it.
Oklahoma, Texas, Vandy, Mizzou. I have 4 SEC teams in my first 4 out.
Really? You're not going to put GT up there?
That loss was embarrassing.
Fair. I don't blame you.
It is a loss that should not have happened in the way that it did.
I agree.
It is a fatal fatal blow to my confidence in GTAC.
I
Because
agree.
this is a team that is supposed to play close. This is a team that is supposed to play within one score all the time and then just sprint ahead right at the end.
Yep.
And they didn't. They lost by 2 scores.
Yeah.
And that's it's inexcusable.
Hey,
Truly.
it's your ranking. It's your rankings.
Yeah. Yeah. Some teams that are kind of on the outside looking in. Obviously, the elephant in the room is Virginia.
Yes.
Pollsters have them ranked technically like on the fringe playoff.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it. I truly cannot do it.
Yeah.
With how
I don't
close
blame
they
you.
have played so many of their inferior opponents this year, I think Oklahoma, Texas, Vandy, and Mizzou would blow their brakes off.
Yeah.
Mizzou might keep it close, but these
Yeah,
other 3 teams and
yeah,
everyone else
yeah.
above them hit the bricks. Obviously Utah's kind of floating at the edge there. I'm thinking about it. Maybe
I
could
would
probably
put
swap Mizzou and
as
Utah,
it stands because of the quarterback injury. I would put Utah or Mizzou at this
but
point.
yeah, I could realistically swap them. I'll put like Utah in like a little question mark limbo here.
That's fair. That's fair.
And everything else, I'm like, yeah, these guys aren't close enough.
Mhm.
I'd like to put Memphis as my
Yeah.
Group of 5 representative, but at the same time, I just think North Texas is playing better football.
And we'll see. And we'll see, you know. I think over the next few weeks, Memphis has like we talked about. Memphis has a decent game against Tulane. If Tulane bounces back, then Memphis could be in real trouble and my G5 thing prediction flips on its head. But we'll see.
North Texas has a pretty well, they have a bye week next week and then a
Yeah.
pretty easy stretch of 3 games. So
Yeah.
if
If Memphis loses
lost.
at any point, I'm with you on the Mean Green. I'm with it.
Green Fat Machine.
The only reason I put Memphis in, like I said, like 70 times already. They're already ranked. I'm gonna put them as the ranking stand.
Yep, and I don't think Navy is making it.
Fuck
to
no,
the-
Navy not
to
making
the
shit.
American Athletic Conference Championship because they have a gauntlet of the next 4 games. They face like all the top 10. They
Yeah,
face like
fuck
all the
no.
top teams. in the
Navy's not doing
conference.
shit, bro.
Hell no.
Navy's not doing shit.
So
All right. Is
yeah,
that
that's
it?
the look at that is the look at our. I'll zoom it out just for
Yeah.
pity's sake. But yeah, that is our first CFP bracket. Come next week, I think we'll probably discuss the first CFP bracket in between our game results and our brackets.
I think yeah, we can do that. And we're gonna have to have our initial thoughts. I don't want them to get fixed on because of what happened the Saturday after the bracket because they didn't know, So we gotta have our initial thoughts ready.
Yeah, it needs to be in retrospect.
Oh, I'm gonna have my notes app when I watch it tomorrow. I'm gonna type my initial thoughts for sure. And I'm gonna how I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna have my seeds 1 through 12, the team, and if I think that's a good place for them, and if not, where I would put them. Given
That makes sense.
given what the CFP has made, not based off my projection, given what the CFP has made. All right. Is that it?
Yep. I believe that is the end of our show.
All right. Well, thank you for everyone for tuning in, and we will be here same time next week, 7 p.m. Eastern. If you are one of my people watching, 5 p.m. Mountain West time. I said Mountain West time instead of Mountain time because we've been talking so much damn football.
West Conference time, baby.
And yeah, make sure you get your 8 hours of football screen time.
Yes, watch football.